Shoobity wop me, oobity wop me, oop-a-doo down. Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo-dow.
Shooby da shooby da shooby dooby wop. Ba doo dow.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo-dow.
Don't know what to say here, but hello, Mum.
Good evening, and welcome to Game Night on a Tuesday. Which I can't call Game Night Classics anymore because it's not, but it kind of is tonight because we are having a quadruple bill of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening to you all and welcome. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I haven't seen you, of course, since last Thursday. Was off at me brother's wedding. Me brother was off getting married over the weekend, and it was very cromulent. It was a perfectly lovely ceremony. It wasn't a service, it wasn't a church wedding. A very nice ceremony, and a good day was had. We missed you, Ben-ish. You missed Ben-ish, or you sort of ish missed me. Either way, thank you, ish, Topper. Hope you're doing well. Oh! Shoobity wobbity ubbity wobbity oobadoo bow. Thank you very much to Sparrow Castle for the 4-month subscription. There's no TTS going on there, but I'll give you a honk. There we go. I got a honk button now. Oh, and a hype train has started. There's another noise right there from Jack.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways. Because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
Quite right, Jack. I'll give that a honk. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Let me just see if anything else has come in while we were doing it. Oh, congratulations to Ape on winning gold, silver, or bronze there. Learning the theme that gold, silver, or bronze now generally has a theme running through it, and that's usually question 10. So do pay attention to that for the next time we play. Thank you for starting that hype train there. Sparrow Castle, thank you for that 4-month resub. To Proog, subscribing there for 7 months. Thank you very much for the support. And Topper for 9 months. Shoobity wobbity oobity wobbity oobadoo bow, and a Twitch baby. Thank you very much for the support. There's another noise. AB me. Thank you for the 9-month subscription. Hi to you too as well. Hi and honk as well. 9 months. There's another Twitch baby. Thank you very much for the support there. Shadowmate had a great time up in Scotland. It's been a rather refreshing week on the way. Tomorrow I head back home from my grand's. That's lovely. Well, hope you're having a good time in Scotland there, Shadowmate. There's the Red Herrings noise. And it is Matt the Ref gifting out a sub there to Jack Wilfred. Welcome on into the fam. Enjoy our free viewing for the next month, Jack Wilfred. And thank you very much, Matt, for your support. Yes, and Jack, you can enjoy your shiny little badge as well. The orange badge that goes with that. How are we all doing then? Hope we're well. I feel like a right Philistine because that's Prosecco. Prosecco in a wine glass. We haven't got any champagne flutes, and drinking it out of the cocktail glass was just too much. It was too much. So I'm drinking Prosecco out of a wine glass. I'm feeling like a right dicky doodah as a result. But hey ho, it tastes good. So, this evening we've got 4 games of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The 4th one, which will be me in the hot seat and Ash in the host chair. Hustle Dan with the 500 bits right there.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, fancy indeed. Yes, it was. Thank you for the 500 bits, Puzzle Dan. Very much appreciated. I really need to chop the tail end of that sting off from the Streamlabs thing, because there's a big gap between the sting finishing and the TTS starting, as I'm demonstrating here.
I am spending my last day as an undergraduate watching Ben suffer, and there is something delightfully cathartic about that.
Yes, there is. Hello, Kira. Thank you for the 100 bits, and congratulations in advance of your graduation tomorrow. I did not realise there were graduation ceremonies going on at the university all this week. I was up there at a rehearsal on yesterday, and slightly struggled to park. There were more people. I was like, oh, there's people in hats and gowns, or mortarboards and gowns. Yeah, the graduation's happening all week. Back in my day, graduation was in October, but congratulations on tomorrow, Kira. I hope you have a lovely day. And yes, welcome to adulting, formally and officially. I know, I am an old man. Anyway, 4 games of Millionaire, and we've got packs from, not necessarily in this order, Toot, Shadowmane, Samster, and Oni. Oni's pack is the 4th one, which I am going to be playing myself. As ever with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'm enormously grateful to our proofing team, 8 Minky, Samster and Kolo, who have between them proofed these 4 packs ready for this evening. Because of the Ask the Host thing, and in this case because I'm actually playing one myself, I do not see the questions in advance, never mind the answers. So thank you very much to our proofers for taking the time to go through them, and of course to our question writers as well. We are starting off tonight with a pack from Shadowmane. Shadowmane is the first pack in this evening, and I forget who this was proofed by. I'd have to go and look in the server. As ever, if you want to come and play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you can there's 2 ways of playing, either in the lobby game or in the hot seat game. If you know that you don't want to be in the hot seat because you haven't got a microphone, or you just want to play along in the lobby game for fun at home, that is completely fine. In that case, you need to join the lobby on the right, which is actually on my left, for reasons best known to mirrors. That lobby over there, if you only want to play in the lobby game. If you want a chance of getting into the hot seat, the computer will pick 10 people from this lobby over here to come and play the formal fastest finger first game. Oh, that's fun to say. Formal fastest finger first, formal fastest finger first, formal fastest finger first. Yay. 8 Minky proofed this one. Thank you, 8, for confirming that, which means 8 and Shadow won't be able to be phone of friends if you do get picked. If you do get picked, you must have a microphone. You must be in the Discord server and be able to come and have a little chat with me, so that the game will flow nicely. So 3 games that potentially able to play. If you've played recently, you might want to step back, give someone else a chance by joining this lobby over here, and it will give someone else a chance to get into the fastest finger. But if you want to come and play whichever form you want that to be in, you need to join one of the lobbies, and you need to enter one of these 2 codes. Alpha or EX. Goodness me. It's a great Scrabble score. Breaking the audio sources. If you want to set your location, you can now do that, and it will now persist in between. And I think it was Pruggs who asked me about this. So set your location now. It should remember you unless you change your Twitch name moving forward. So yeah. There are a few quality of life things. I think I fixed that weird bug that was screwing things up last time we played. I think that is now fixed. But if that... so we'll find out if that's been... I did do some minor testing. We'll find out in due course if that has been fixed. There's a few quality of life things that I know were some really good recommendations there, which I haven't implemented yet. I was more concerned on just making sure it's working, because this is a relatively new build, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2.0. So... yeah, it's all good. So if you're yeah, hopefully there won't be any bugs this time. Penny scoring on this. I was going to turn it down. It feels awfully loud at the moment. So penny scoring for this. Player in the lobby doesn't get any pennies, but your pennies are added after. No, player in the hot seat, sorry, is... pennies are done slightly differently because you get the leaderboard position. In the game, you will get, I think it's 10 pennies for every question you get correct, no matter what happens, no matter when you go out. So every question is worth answering. It's worth 10 pennies, hello, if you give me a right answer. In addition to that, you will get a bonus of a certain number of pennies, depending how far up the money ladder you can go. As soon as you get one wrong or walk away, and incidentally you walk away just by abstaining from answering, as soon as you get one wrong or walk away, then your money is locked in. It's not £1,000 equals 1,000 pennies. There is a system, and it is all automated now, which is great. But I think the highest value is, I've put them in the Discord somewhere, and they're on another window, which I can't now find. Let me see if I can bring that up quickly. Probably in discussion. Let's have a look. See if we can find it. Can I find it? Here we go. So if you answer all 15, you get obviously the 150 points for 10 points per 10 pennies per question. In addition to that, you get 500 pennies as a bonus. So the structure goes from the first question, 25 bonus, 50 bonus, 75 bonus, 100 bonus, and then the £1,000 is 125, so that's your first safety net. And then it goes 150, 175, 200, 225, and then the 32,000 next safety net is 250. That's the £32,000 equivalent, and that's a bonus in addition to the number that you get right. And then the top structure, 300, 325, 350, 400, and 500 bonus pennies if you can answer all 15. So that means there's a total of 650 pennies available if you can go all the way, get all 15 correct. That's from the lobby game as well. If you're playing in the hot seat, then there's a chance for a leaderboard position and your pennies are added separately or at the same time. I can't remember. I did so many builds in one go that I've sort of since forgotten. But there we go. So we've got 18 people in the left lobby, of whom 10 will be picked to potentially be fastest finger, and 20 on the other side. So that's 38 players, which is a really nice start. I'm going to lock this lobby up and we are going to pick 10 players to come and play fastest finger first. Everyone can play fastest finger first. No pennies, just for bragging rights. Oh, okay. The loop's going around one more time. Let me say hello to you while we're waiting then. Good evening to Keshi, to 8Mickey, to Topper and Big Man Aaron, to Lupine and Oni. Good evening Colo, good evening Shapes, good evening Zeus and Eric, good evening to Joe, good evening to Milklike and Tabstop, to Lewis and Sparrow Castle, good evening to Prudes, Dogfish and Derek and Adster, good evening Tipster and Innes and Murphy and Quizzle, good evening Cass, good evening Matt, good evening KLMJ, good evening Toot, good evening Mark, good evening Zanon, hello to Jack and AB Me, hello to Puzzle Dan and Brand New Halo, to Shadow, to Connor, to Cetra, to Whispers of Cinnamon, good evening to Jerry and It's Sportsy, to Energia and Kira, Sapster and Mendez, Malodnik and Jers, Luca, Ash, Lingo, TJ, and anybody else who is just lurking in the stream. You're most welcome to be here. Blimey, O'Reilly, 53 people, 53 active chatters already, which is very encouraging on this Tuesday night stream. Thank you so much for joining. I do hope that you have a good evening. Last chance to join one of the two lobbies before we lock it up. This is not a game you can join midway through, so you must join at the beginning if you want to play in any capacity. Even if you only want to answer one or two questions, you still get pennies for everything you get right. So do come and join the lobby on the right if you don't want to play in the hot seat, or on the left if you want your chance at playing for the leaderboard. It feels weird having a mouthful of Prosecco. It's fizzy. You're not used to having fizzy stuff out of a wine glass that shape. Right, I think that's long enough. Let's get this game underway. This is Shadowmane's question pack that you are going to be facing, and it is Ape Minky who has proofed it. Good luck to you all. Let's pick our 10 hot seat players tonight. They are Malodnik, living in a fishbowl year after year. Only 91573 from the 7th layer of Hell, twin with Derbyshire. The Lupine one from West Yorkshire. Milk-like Substance from Cow-like Substance. Innes from Belfast. We Like Shapes from Zone 3. Derek Agony from Alcatraz. Samster from Kent. Matt the Riff from Farnham, Surrey. And Lucas710 from Sheffield. I'll do my Chris Tarrant impression. You have to talk like you've got a very slight cold, just a slight head cold. Good evening and welcome to Who Wants to Be a... No, I can't really do a good Chris Tarrant, not going to lie. Thank you very much for the follow, though. I think that was a follow noise. Danger Diamonds, welcome to the stream. Danger, hope you're well. You've just missed the lobby, but do sit back and play along for fun. Do come and join in the next game if you fancy playing. So, eyes down, everybody. Fastest finger first is first. We'll be showing you a question. You've got to put the answers into the correct order. A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, D, A, C, B, whatever you think it is in the fastest time. Whoever is fastest from our 10 chosen players will be next into the hot seat to play for a virtual £1 million. Whispering to the bot as ever, and keep your eyes on the chat because chat is king. Once the question is in the chat, the question is live, which may not necessarily be at the same time it appears on the screen if you've got a bit of latency. Whispering to the bot is very important. Answers written into public chat will not be processed and may still be charged, so to speak. No, they will not be processed by the game as the most important thing. They'll also be deleted by a moderator, just to give you a heads up. So make sure you whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. Good luck to you all. Here comes the first question. Put these letters in order of the number of dots in their Morse equivalent from fewest to most. I-E-S-H. Bit of a toughie to start off with there. So, how well do you know your Morse code? Let's find out the right order first of all. So with the fewest is E, I believe that's a single dot. Then you've got I, which is probably 2 dots. Someone else will tell me if I'm wrong. You've then got S, which is 3 dots, as in dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, 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 SOS. And finally H, which presumably has 4 dots. Billy Eish, as Hate Mickey is saying. E-I-S-H-B-A-C-D is what you needed to type. That was the right order. Let's find out who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these were right. Quite a few. Who was fastest? Milk Like Substance in 5.68 seconds. Well done, Milk Like. Lots of players over in the East Wing also finding the right order. Who was fastest over there? AB Me, 4.56 seconds, I believe. Keshi and Big Man Aaron have gone orange. What does that mean? What does it mean when you're orange? That means you're on the West Wing, but not in the 10. There we go. Yeah, they weren't. I can't even remember what I've done to my own game because that's a change I made fairly recently. But yeah, AB Me was the actual fastest time there, 4.56 seconds. So AB Me, I'm going to give you 10 pennies for that, just because. AB Me, have some pennies. There you go. Fastest time and 10 pennies for you. Yeah, I want to give pennies out a bit more regularly. So we should be having a Milk Like Substance. I see Milk Like Substance just being sound tested by Score Count in the green room right now. Thank you very much, Score. And thank you to all the mods as well for stepping in and helping to support the stream. Let me just share this screen with you. And hopefully we'll have a Milk Like in just a tick. Oh, love a bit of Millionaire. Love a bit of Millionaire. It's been a while. It's been a while. And as soon as we've got Milk Like into the green room, is the washing machine on? Oh God, the washing machine is on. Right, well that's going to have to go and get paused in a minute. Milk Like Substance, hang on just a second, I'll unmute you on OBS as well. Good evening.
Oh, well, hi there.
Hi, welcome on in. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You're the fastest. I'm just going to give you a little bit more volume. You're a little bit quiet. Let's try that. How are you doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very well indeed. Think you're still slightly quiet, so what I might do...
I turned myself up a little bit. Does that help?
There we go. That's much better. That's much clearer now. Fantastic. I might just turn down the build of the game as well, because I have a feeling this tends to play quite loud. Oh, it's already down. Well, we'll leave it there and see how we get on. So, yes, fastest and into the hot seat. Have you... I feel you must have been in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire before.
I don't recall if I have.
Wow, so a first timer for you then. Very exciting stuff. Have you got a target in mind that you think you'd like to get to?
Not really. I just see how it plays out.
See how it plays out. Well, we wish you the very best of luck. It's Shadowmane's question pack you're going to be facing. And the very first question I need to ask you, Milk Like, is... would you prefer to use the 50-50 lifeline or the double dip lifeline?
Oh.
Decisions.
Yes. I think we'll go with the double dip.
We're going double dip. Okie dokie. Double dip has been selected as your 4th lifeline. You have, of course, got those 4 lifelines if you get stuck along the way to the million. You can use that double dip. You can phone a nominated friend. You can ask the audience, or you can indeed ask the host. Just 1 second. Dylan, if you're going to wander around, can you put some trousers or shorts on because the webcam is on? Good plan. Wandering around in his pants, bless him. Phone a friends. You need to nominate 3 people to act as your phone a friends who would have microphone. You don't need to go and self-isolate unless you particularly want to phone a friend people. But Milk Like, can you select 3 people that aren't myself, Ape, or Shadowmane?
Right. Let's go with Inca.
Inca, okay.
I think we'll go with Oni.
Oni, okay. Thank you.
And I want somebody American just in case.
Americans popping up.
Maybe not. Let's go with Puzzle Dan.
Puzzle Dan. Okay, so Inca, Puzzle Dan, and Oni, if you could be on standby in case Milk Light decides you need some help on the phone a friend. Milk, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, best of luck. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? So just a reminder, in the lobby game, if you're playing along at home, you've got 20 seconds to whisper the answer to Persephone's Twitch bot, either A, B, C, or D. If you do not get an answer in time, or you choose not to answer of your own volition, then that is treated as walking away. But you still may answer as many questions as you like. 10 pennies for every question you get right, plus the bonus streak for getting as many correct in a row as you can. Best of luck to you all, and Milk-like, let's go to question number 1 for £100. Which of these is a style of dance music pioneered in the 1980s? America beat, Euro beat, Asia beat, Africa beat.
I'm fairly certain this is B, Eurobeat. Final answer.
B, Eurobeat. Final answer. It's the right answer. You got £100. Good start. That little timer in the middle is... nothing happens if it runs out, but if it runs out, I will be pressing you very strongly for an answer, even if that is walk away. Remember, you can walk away at any time. Open the lobby. Oh, Eric tripping up on that one, giving the first wrong answer. Puzzle Dan and Murphy Backs choosing to walk away. Everybody else giving me a right answer. Nicely done. On we go. Question number 2 for £200. If you make superficial changes to something that is widely disliked, you are said to be putting lipstick on what? Rat, snake, bee, pig.
I'm not sure if I've actually heard of this. Right. I think we'll go ahead and ask the audience.
Okay, audience, just a quick reminder, even if you have already answered in the lobby game, you must answer again to be counted in this survey. If you're not in the lobby game and just watching along, you can still answer this, it will be counted, and you can whisper to the bot or type it in public chat, but wait until you're prompted. Here's the question. Let's get Milk-like up to £200. If you make superficial changes to something that is widely disliked, you are said to be putting lipstick on what? Now, A is rat, B is snake, C is bee, D is pig, is worth £200. All vote now. Um, 5% think it's rat, 8% think it's snake. Nobody seems to think it's putting lipstick on a bee. 85% think it's pig, and I can tell you that that is based off a survey of 35 people. So, healthy numbers. Is that of any help to you?
Yeah, that was what I was leaning towards anyway, so I'll lock in D, pig, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £200. So as we often say in this game, they are only easy if you know the answer. So far so good. You're up to £200 over in the lobby game. Connor getting that one wrong. It's Sportsy getting that one wrong, dropping back and leaving with 0. So that is a 0 bonus, no bonus. So there's incentive to walking away now because it preserves your bonus. If you go back to 0, you don't get any, unfortunately. But do continue to answer the questions. 10 pennies for every one you get right. Question number 3, Milk-like, is worth £300. 3 lifelines left. Take a look at this. What is the sequel to the zombie horror film 28 Days Later? 28 Weeks Later? 28 Minutes Later? 28 Seconds Later? 28 Centuries Later?
I believe this is 28 Weeks Later, A, final answer.
I can't get away from how out of sync the 8 is with the rest of the letter. Or maybe it's the 2. I think the 2 is too low. And now I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It's been made very obvious on that question. You don't care about that, though. It's the right answer. You've won £300. Sailing through, £300 over in the lobby game. Everybody who is still in getting that one right, including, in fact, every single person getting it right, even those who were previously out. So well played. Lots of pennies going up there. Let's go on to question number 4. It does look upside down. Oh, that is not a question. And there are no options either. Okay. Stand by. I'm just going to have a quick look at the pack and see where that has gone. Yeah, that appears to have gone completely. Rather alarmingly. There's no question in there. Let's see if any answers come up. I'll be interested to see. Yes. Jack Air, Andrew Air, Paul Air, Ryan Air.
I'm gonna take a stab here and say that it's probably the one I've actually heard of, and say D, Ryanair. Final answer.
It would be frightfully mean if that wasn't the case, but if you were wrong on that particular question, I would let you know. But I can say with all honesty, Ryanair is the right answer. You've won £500. So this parsing problem is caused by the fact that I can't look at the question pack beforehand. So the proofers look at them, and then I just take the one cell, put it into the JSON coma, and it spits it out. Now, if anything's come unstuck along the way, I don't check because I don't look at the output in great detail. Fortunately, that's on a lower question. I can look at the questions on the side here, but on that one, it just looks like a question's not been parsed into it. That's not the proofer's fault, and it's not the writer's fault. It's if anyone's fault, it's my fault for not being a better programmer. I wonder how we got on in the lobby. Oh, okay, most people have managed to find the right answer. A couple of people walking away there. But yes, lots of people finding the correct answer somehow. That is the question. Which of these is a low-budget airline was the question, as it turns out. Anyway, rather unorthodox start, but one question away now from a guaranteed £1,000 Milk-like substance. Question number 5, worth £1,000. Have a look at this. Jasper Carrot hosted which game show from 2007 to 2009? Going for Gold, 5 gold rings, golden balls, the golden shot.
This was one I kind of watched a bit back in the day. C, golden balls. Final answer.
So right answer, you've just won £1,000. That's apparently only 2 years. So far, so good. You are up to £1,000. Now, that is guaranteed, Milk-like. No matter what else happens, you will walk away with at least that amount of money and a place on the leaderboard. You've still got those 3 lifelines left. Double Dip, Phone a Friend, and Ask the Host are all available to you if you choose to use them. Question number 6 is worth a guarantee... it's worth £2,000. You've got nothing to lose on this question, so you may as well play it. Let's just go peep into the lobby. Oh, a few people going wrong on that one and leaving with no bonuses. Bad luck to Sparrow, Cetra, Jers, and Mendez. But do continue to answer questions. 10 pennies for everyone you get right. Everyone who is still green at this point, you are guaranteed a bonus of at least 125 pennies in addition to the number of questions you get right, so do keep playing. Right, on we go then, Milk-like. Question number 6 for £2,000. Take a look at this. David Walliams wrote which popular children's book? Gangster Granny, Brutal Brother, Savage Sister, Maniac Mother.
Obviously, I know David Walliams is a children's author, but I'm not familiar with his body of work, so... Well,
you've got Double Dip, Phone a Friend, and Ask the Host all left.
I think we'll go ahead and ask the host.
You want to ask me?
Yep.
Okay, here's what I think. I've not read it, but I'm about 99% sure it's Gangster Granny. It's the only one there that I've heard of. Pretty sure I came across it whilst teaching. Possibly while doing my PGCE. I did a PGCE in primary education. So probably came across this at some point. I'm not going to say 100% because I don't like to ever say things with 100% certainty unless I am 100% certain. It's kind of makes sense, I suppose. But I'm pretty sure the answer is A, Gangster Granny, and that is my final answer.
Right. My head was actually leaning away from that one, so I thank you in advance, and I'll say A, Gangsta Granny, final answer.
Since you've asked the host, the computer doesn't tell me in the console, so computer, can you please reveal, is that the correct answer? Certainly is. Even though I'm 99% sure there's a little flutter of, oh, what if I'm wrong and I've screwed the game for you at this point? But I haven't, and I'm very relieved to say that you are up to £2,000. You're now 4 questions away from the next milestone of 32. You've got 2 lifelines left. You can phone a friend. You can take a double dip as well. Over in the lobby, Lingo getting that one wrong, dropping back to £1,000. So that'll be a 125 penny bonus, plus however many questions you get right. Still plenty of players here on 6 out of 6 with much to play for. Let's go on. Question number 7 is worth £4,000 if you give me a right answer. Take a look at this. The River Nile's mouth rests on what sea? Red, black, Mediterranean, Tyrrhenian.
Right, I'm just trying to picture it in my mind, and I'm fairly certain that it flows into the Mediterranean Sea, so I'll lock in C, Mediterranean, final answer.
You've just won £4,000. Been told Tyrrhenian is the last one, but I didn't know how to pronounce. But of course, I don't see these questions until you do. So there is yes. Sometimes you get difficult to pronounce words. Let's have a look in the lobby. Oh, a few people walking away there with £1,000. Sorry, a few people getting it wrong and dropping back to £1,000, I beg your pardon. There are a few people walking away with £2,000 there. If you're flashing green, it means you've walked away and set your bonus at 150, I think. But of course, 10 pennies for every question you continue to answer from this point onwards as well. You're doing great. You're doing great, Milwler. You've got phone a friend and you've got a double dip left over. Question number 8 is worth £8,000. So doubling your money if you give me a right answer. You lose £3,000 if you're wrong. You can walk away. You can use those lifelines and still walk away. It's entirely up to you. Have a look though. Question number 8 for £8,000. A Teru Teru Bozu is a Japanese doll used to ward off what? Bad luck, bad odour, rainy weather, evil spirits.
I have absolutely no idea on this, so I'm going to phone a friend.
Okay, Innis, Puzzle Dan, or Oni were your 3 phone a friends. Who would you like to phone?
I think I'll go with Oni.
Oni, okay. We'll get Oni up on the line. You'll have 30 seconds to tell him the question and the 4 possible answers, and hopefully ascertain some sort of response from them as well. Oni.
Hello.
Hello. Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Yep.
Hey up. I've got Milk here, Milk Like Substance. He's doing rather well. He's got up to £4,000, but he needs your help to get up to £8,000. The next voice you'll hear will be Milk's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £8,000. All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Milk, lots of luck. 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
A Teru Teru Bozu is a Japanese doll used to ward off what? Bad luck, bad odor, rainy weather, evil spirits.
Well, I don't have a bloody Scooby, so let's reason it quickly. Here we go. Rainy weather, I'm going to rain out, because I think that's something like Kappas. It's either going to be A or D, I think. And I think a Teru Teru Bozu, is that going to be like a Daruma? Like one of those ones where it's... I think evil spirits. Evil spirits, but I see there's not a lot of... I don't know why, I'll go and D. Sorry.
Okay, and your clock's back on. Said he sounded like he thought it was evil spirits. He's not sure why. Is that of any help? You have still got a double dip if you wanted to use it. Though, of course, once you use your double dip, you are not allowed to walk away.
Here, save it for later. I think because I'm down here, I should probably save it for later. So let's lock in D, evil spirits. Final answer.
Milk is the wrong answer.
Oh.
The answer was C. Rainy weather. Yeah. Who would have thought? For what it's worth, I was thinking evil spirits before the answers even came up. I was thinking it's evil spirits, but yeah, that's some real bad luck there. I'm sorry, but it's going to be £1,000 and early bedtime for you. Oh,
that's all right.
What a shame. Have you had a good time though?
Absolutely, that was great.
Wonderful. Well, I will add on those pennies after the fact. I don't think yours are automated by the system, though I might be wrong. But thank you very much indeed for playing, Milk, and we'll see you another time. But for now, £1,000. But of course, that is not the end of the game. It is the end of Milk's game. But we have got the other half of the question pack to play out. Let's just take a look at the lobby. Lots of people going wrong there and quite a few walking away. We've just got Topper, Luca, Samster, Dogfish, Cass and Tipser, who are still in live play for the potential million. What happens now is that we go into endgame or speed mode, whichever you prefer, and we will go through the rest of the question pack, and you have got 20 seconds to get your answers in. And hopefully this will mean you still get some pennies and we still get to see all of Shadow's questions. So without any further ado, let's go on to question 9, the £16,000 question. Which of these actors was not a vaudeville actor? Not a vaudeville actor. A is Groucho Marx. B is Robert Mitchum. C, Sammy Davis Jr. D, Bob Hope. Answer now. I've moved the thing to that side, so I'm still on display. Majority going for B, and that is the correct answer. Robert Mitchum, very well played. If you got that one right, that is, for the 48% of you who did. Topper getting that one wrong, crashing back to £1,000, as is Tipster. Cass and Dogfish walking away, setting their bonus at £8,000, which I think is 200 bonus pennies. Just Luca and Samster still in live play. Let's go on to the £32,000 question. The word robot has its origins in which language? Czech, Russian, Polish, Japanese. Answer now. Hey Dev, thank you. Welcome to the stream. 69%, nice, going for the correct answer there of Czech. Very nice indeed. A nice percentage getting the correct answer. I actually thought that was Polish, and I don't know why. I thought I heard it on QI at some time. But Dev Natascore, welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you, and a nice percentage getting the right answer there. Samster choosing to walk away on that one. Don't blame you. Walking at £16,000, setting your bonus at 225 bonus pennies. Plus, you do get 10 for every 10 pennies for every question that you get right from here to the end. Luca is still in live play, 10 out of 10. Very well played to you, and quite a few people getting that one right with the green tick there as well. I hope this is populating correctly. It looks like it's populating correctly. Someone please correct me if it's not populating correctly. If you think your score is wrong, because it means there may be still more bugs to catch. For now, we're going to go into the top portion of the ladder, the £64,000 question. Take a look at this. Elvis Presley's only commercial endorsement was for which food? Jello, pizza, hamburgers, donuts. Answer now. Still in whisper mode though, Mark. Still in whisper mode. Ooh, I think you're wrong. Yeah, it's donuts. D for donuts, 34%. First one where we've not had the majority give the right answer, or the highest proportion give the right answer. Yeah, I knew that one before the answers came up. D for donuts was the answer. Couldn't tell you what they were, but I think that's come up before on over on Bash's channel, I think. Let's have a look. Luca choosing to walk away, setting the bonus at £32,000 there. May as well have had a stab at that one, Luca, because there was nothing to lose. The bonus was already set, but £32,000, so you will get a bonus of 250 pennies in addition to the number of questions you get right. Only a smattering of people giving me the right answer there. Let's go on to question number, the next one, 12, for £125,000. Have a look. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit's first cartoon was released in what year? 1932, 1917, 1927, 1922. Answer now. C being the most popular answer, and that is the right answer, 1927. Yeah, generous year gaps there, 5 either side. Basically Mickey Mouse before Disney made Mickey Mouse. Thank you very much for the factoid, Shadowbane. Not many people getting it right there. Luca is still in the lead on 11 out of 12, though I'm not doing that system where whoever gets the most questions gets pennies anymore. Everyone gets questions now. Cass also on 11 out of 12, worth pointing out, though setting store at £8,000. Let's go on. Question number 13 for $250,000. Which of these African countries' flags does not feature a 5-pointed star? Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Malawi, Mauritania. Answer now. It's a not question. Does not feature a 5-pointed star. C, the most popular answer. C is the right answer. Very well played. 45% of you give me the answer Malawi for $250,000. Few getting that one right. Cass and Luca still on 12. Oh, excuse me. Tips are on 11, doing rather well there as well. So remember, just multiply the number of questions you got right by 10. Add on your bonus, which I should probably put into the game so you can see it in penny format rather than in pound format. It'll probably make a bit more sense. Let's go on to the penultimate question. It's a £500,000 question. Take a look. By number of innings, the longest pro baseball game between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Rochester Red Wings lasted how long? 36 innings. 30 innings, 27 innings, 33 innings. Answer now. D, the most popular answer. D, the correct answer. 39% of you going for the correct answer of 33 innings for £500,000. Let's take a look who got it right. Yeah, quite a few ticks going on there. We've still got Luca and Kaz battling it out for most questions right. Nobody going to get the 15 out of 15, but we could see a couple of 14s out of 15s. Here is your final question, the one worth £1 million. In which of these ship disasters was stewardess Violet Jessup not caught up? Bulwark explosion, Olympic collision, Titanic sinking, Britannica sinking. Answer now. Oh, bit split there. Bulwark explosion or Bulwark explosion. 31% of you give me the correct answer there. Thank you, Dev. Yeah, it is. There's something quite cathartic about that. I do enjoy it rather. I do like the speedy end game. It's good to see all the questions from the question writer, and it gives the lobby game a bit more substance as well, I think. So I am a big fan of it. Let's take a look at the final lobby scores. Luca finishing on 14. Kaz finishing on 14 as well. Very well played. Your bonuses will be applied along with the pennies that you have earned. So take a look at the number of pennies that you have got, or the number of questions you've got right, rather, multiply it by 10 and then add on your equivalent bonus. Just to remind you, 100 was 25, 200 was 50, 300 was 75, 500 was 100, 1,000 was 125, 2,150, 4,175, 8,200, 16,000 was 225, 32,000 was 250, and then 64,300. 64,000 was 300, 125,000 was 325. And then we don't need to go up to there because no one's got that height. So that is the end of the first game. Those pennies should be added automatically. Am I number waggy? It does sound a bit number waggy, doesn't it, Samster? Sorry. I will. I'll add that on the to-do list to make it a more obvious representation of how many bonus pennies you will get. When I press this button, it should add them to the database. Let's find out. Data written to drive, and it says roll credits, which I still haven't gotten around to yet because it's a sort of quality of life feature. There we go. Really good first game. Thank you very much to Shadowmane for that question pack. We're going to dip back into the void just for a moment. Data written to drive is going to refresh the app. So you should now be able to see your pennies in real time if they have added on correctly. That should be good. Let's just dip back into the void for a moment. Here we are in the void. There is nothing here. Nothing in the void. Except a goose. Hello, goose. Goose from the void. And the odd squeak. Right. We are going to go on to our next game immediately. I'm just going to... No, I don't need to top up my glass just yet. I'm okay. And we are going to have Samster's question pack. Samster. Let's pop you in there. And let's add your author name to there as well. And let's give you all a Who's to Be a Millionaire 10 penny bonus, and you can claim that while the credits roll. Samster's question pack, if you want to come and have a go at this, Control S to save. Move Shadowmane's pack into the used folder, Control S to save again, and let's play. Here we go again then. I see Tipster's claiming a beat the bee. I can't show you the doggo at the moment, Samster, because she's out with Mrs. Flush. I did have some catos on the bed. Have I still got catos? No. The cats have escaped. There are no catos on the bed. So Matt, that cato from before, I will cash in at some point when the cats re-emerge. But dog will be back later on. I'll show you that. Tipster, we'll do Beat the Bee after this game. There should be a poll going on Beat the Bee for a chance for you to earn some more micro pennies, which of course you can use to convert into real pennies. Let's stop that bonus right there. 38 players claiming those 10 bonus pennies. And if you want to come and play Samster's, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire pack, then you need to type in one of these codes. Easy Oz, or Rep V. Now remember, your location should persist in between instances of the build. If you want to be in the hot seat, you need to be on the left. If you want to be in just the lobby game, join the lobby on the right. So up to 18 and 13 so far. 19 and 13. Which is 20 and 13. So 33. It's a good start. I'll give you till the end of the loop and then we'll get underway. Meanwhile, good evening to Random Zombie and Riff Raccoon. I see you joining in the chat. No, there's no rule because it's RNG. It just RNGs 10 people into it. I mean, if you want to join the other lobby game, then by all means do so. I mean, I would probably have raised an eyebrow if Milklight could join the hot seat game, but yeah. Random zombie Royal Flushing playing quiz show. Game Master's dead. Is that a new thing? Oh, we have got a shout out command now. So Ash is starting Duel for All tomorrow. There we go. I can do shout outs now. Ash is starting Duel for All tomorrow. So do go give him a follow if you're not doing so already. Yeah, help. Well, I'm very grateful to Ash for stepping in to host this tonight. I'm sure he's got dual stuff he could be getting on with, last minute stuff. But do go give Ash a follow. I know Score Count is going to be here on that same channel on Friday in a guest hosting stream. I believe Ash is gigging with Avanti Un Ultro. So do go give them a follow because they do some really cool stuff, TM. Right, that's the end of the sting. I think we've got enough, so let's pick 10 players to come into the hot seat tonight. They are Matt the Ref from Farnham, Surrey, Shadowbane from Lincolnshire, Derek Agony from Sing Sing, Innes from Belfast, Big Man Aaron from somewhere north of an unspecified border, Natter from Birmingham, Lucar from Sheffield, UK, We Like Shapes from Zone 3, Sparrow Castle from Cave, and the Lupine one from West Yorkshire. So those are two. I see Paulus joining. Welcome, Paulus. Lovely to see you here. Not sure if you got in. I think you did get in. Might be wrong. I had certainly heard the clack noise of joining, but just barely. Well played. The noise did come after I'd locked the lobby, so I need to look into what's going on there because that could potentially cause issues a bit further down the line. But you are into at least the lobby game. Left side, you see yourself. Good. So everyone can play fastest finger first. I will give 10 pennies to the fastest time, the fastest overall time, irrespective of where you are, and the fastest of the 10 players who've been drawn into those hot seats there who are hidden behind podiums. Actually, when we go down to the middle, if it's not Natter in the hot seat, check out Natter's avatar from behind. He looks like Geordie LaForge from Star Trek, the way that the visor is when it zooms in. Just check out for that because it's funny. Right, keep your eyes on the chat because chat is king. A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, B, A, C, D, whatever you think the right order is. Whisper it to Persephone's Twitch spot and keep an eye on the chat. Whoever out of the 10 in the hot seat gets the right answer in the fastest time will be next in to play for a virtual £1 million. It's Samson's question pack. Best of luck. Here comes the next question. Starting with the lowest denomination, put these American coins in order. Nickel, dollar, cent, dime. Despite the chat telling you you've got 15 seconds, I'm pretty sure you've got 20. I might need to just go and check that. If it's slightly more than 15, it's certainly not exactly 15. Anyway, correct order. A cent, that's just worth a cent, the equivalent of a penny, I suppose. Then a nickel, which is worth 10 cents. Then a dime, which is worth 10 cents. And finally, a dollar, which is 100 cents. Nickel 10 and dime 50, I think? Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Dime is 10. Cool. Oh, dime is 10, so nickel is 5. God, miles off. Would have had a scoops on that myself. Let's see if you did. That was the correct order. Let's see who was right and in the fastest time. All of these are right. Not everyone. Who was fastest? Derek Agony in 4.9 seconds. Well done, mate. And who was the fastest overall time? Let's take a peep down. 4.69, 4.36 from Joe, 3.83 from Dev. That's very fast. The AB Me getting 4, but it is Dev, 3.83 seconds. Let me find you. Hey, Dev. Hey, pretty shiny Dev. We all ride together, have 10 pennies for your trouble, and hey... Sorry, I'll stop there now. Who did we get? Who won? I've forgotten. Derek Agony, 4.9 seconds. Derek, I see you in the green room. You're going to get a little sound test from our friend Score Count, I think. Maybe not. We'll see in a minute if Score Count emerges. If not, then we'll just hope everything works. So if you're playing in the lobby game, remember for every consecutive correct answer you are accruing your bonus pennies. For every correct answer you get 10 pennies, and hopefully it's all updating automatically anyway. I don't see a score count, so we'll just bring Derek into the room and we'll say good evening, Derek Agony.
Good evening.
Lovely to have you with us. I think this might be only the first or possibly the second time I've spoken to you. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Have I spoken to you before?
No, I don't think so. I've played Hot Seat games with Ash, but I don't think I've played Hot Seat game here. Hang on, sorry.
Are you unravelling wires?
Yes, I am. Hang on one sec. If I pause.
Oh.
Right, try that, maybe.
That sounds very cromulent to me. So you're relatively new, I think, over here in the community, sort of in the last 2 or 3 months.
2 3 weeks.
Yeah, I thought it was a little longer than that, but I mean, you've made something of a reputation for yourself.
Maybe like 6 weeks.
Yeah, I was just saying you've made something of a reputation for yourself over here as a very, very strong player. So, in the ultimate trivia challenge of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I think there's probably a lot of people looking forward to seeing how you fare. How are you? I was about to say, how are you feeling going into this? But we'd be interrupted by a subscription from David.
How has it been a year already? All the best for your game this evening.
Thank you very much, David, for 12 months, a full year. How has it been a year? Where does the time go? Thank you very much for the support, David, and welcome on into the stream, if I've not said that already. Lovely to have you here. So, yeah, I think there's probably, Derek, a lot of people are looking with a bit of anticipation as to how you're going to get on. And against Samster's pack, Samster, who's also another strong player here and also one of the proofers, this could be a good evening.
Well, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Well, first thing I need you to do is nominate 3 people to be your phone of friends in case you get a bit stuck along the way.
So I'm just waiting for people to volunteer in chat.
Oh, okay, yes. If you want some volunteers up there. Obviously, Samster wrote the pack, and I think Colo proofed it, though I might be wrong. So those 2 would be out.
I'm just going to take the first 3 I see. So that's Digital David. No, ignore me. That's Matt the Ref and Lewis T1 and Natter.
Okay.
Those 3.
Matt the Ref.
They were just the first 3 I saw in chat.
Okay, Matt the Ref, Lewis T and Natter, please do be ready on standby in case Derek needs you for phone a friend. The next decision I need you to make, if you would be so kind, Derek, is to tell me whether you would prefer 50-50 or double dip.
I'll take... I'm old school. I'll take 50-50, please.
An old school 50-50 it shall be. So, 4 brand new lifelines to help you get through the 15 questions that now stand between you and a virtual £1 million. That 50-50 you've just selected, one of the 3 friends you can phone that you've just nominated, asking our wonderful Twitch audience, and you can indeed ask of the host if you are so inclined. The very best of luck to you, Derek. Are you ready to play?
I am.
All right, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And this is where we see Natter looking like Geordie LaForge in the background. If you're playing along in the lobby game, make sure you whisper to Persephone's Twitch spot, either A, B, C or D, within 20 seconds to get your answer in. If you don't know and you want to walk away, just leave it blank or abstain and it will walk you away. But remember, you get 10 pennies for every question you get right, and of course that bonus for the consecutive streak along the way. Does that make me Riker? I think I'm more of a Picard score, though I've got more hair than that. And also, as ever, keep your eye on the chat, because when the question is in the chat, the question is live. Whisper it to the bot, because answers whispered to the public chat will be deleted by a moderator, but more importantly, will not be processed by the game. Right, Derek, let's get this underway. Samster's pack, question 1 worth £100. Take a look. Which of these is not a button found on a Sony PlayStation DualShock 4 controller? Square, circle, triangle, interrobang.
So that's going to be the interrobang final answer.
Derek? Yeah, it's the right answer. You won £100. Let's do it without stalling. The interrobang is a criminally underused piece of punctuation. 10 pennies to the first person in chat who can write an interrobang. I'm just going to
remember their alt codes.
Just wait. See, you can Control C, Control V fastest. Oh, is that one from Mendez? Is that a single character? Or if that's a single character from Mendez, it's the single character I was after. That certainly looks like a different font. I can't copy it. Lewis C, that's definitely one. I'm not sure if Mendez is a single character or not. Lewis was the first one that definitely was. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm going to give it to Mendez. Mendez was there first. Well done, Mendez. Yeah, Interrobang is sort of a combined question mark and exclamation mark. Mendez, have 10 pennies. There you go. Nice. Right, let's just check in the lobby. Mendez was too busy finding the Interrobang that actually didn't get an answer and walking away there. Likewise, Cola, though, as I said, I think Cola proved this pack. Everybody else giving me the right answer. Let's go on to question number 2 for £200. What is the commonly used name of the Leonardo da Vinci portrait La Gioconda? Mona Homer, Mona Maggie, Mona Lisa, Mona Marge.
I mean, it's the Mona Lisa. Final answer.
It is the Mona Lisa. You've just won £200.
Smaller than you'd think.
So I've heard it's like the size of a postage stamp. Well, it's slightly bigger than that, but no, it's little.
I've only been to the Louvre once, but it's kind of all alone on this giant wall, and it's about kind of probably less than a foot high.
The size of a chocolate bar like that. No, it's the same.
Basically, it's kind of underwhelming, really.
Salvador Dali, the same. All of his paintings are like yay big. So everything that we see is all like recreations that have been blown up. No drama there. Oh, Joe walking away on £100, not wanting to risk the Mona Lisa question. Joe walking away, setting the bonus at £100. Everybody else still in fine form. Let's go on to question number 3 for £300. Rather fittingly, Stetson University in Florida is home to multiple sports teams with what nickname? The Dressmakers, the Tailors, the Cobblers, the Hatters.
Now, I should know this because my favourite baseball pitcher went to Stetson, I think. I mean, I don't know for certain. I'm going to assume that because Stetson's a hat, I'm going to assume it's Hatters. But I couldn't tell you for sure. If I hadn't had multiple choices, I wouldn't have known.
Are you going to play?
Hatters final answer.
It is the right answer. You've won £300. Yes, Stetson. Stetsons are cool, as the 11th Doctor told us in that one episode of Doctor Who. He wears a Stetson now. Stetsons are cool. A few people getting that one wrong. Dropping back to 0. Paulus the Topper, Natter and Shadowmane all dropping back down to 0. Sparrow, Puzzle Dan and Eric all choosing to walk away, setting their bonus at £200, which is 50 pennies, 50 bonus pennies for you. Let's go on to question number 4. This is worth £500. In 2016, which fast food chain released original recipe and hot and spicy edible chicken flavoured nail polishes? Burger King, Domino's, McDonald's, KFC.
That is a horrifying concept. I know.
That's for people who like to chew their nails, maybe.
That makes me feel a little bit unwell. This is KFC, final answer.
So right answer, you want £500.
Who came up with that and who okayed it? That's what
I don't know. I mean, people chew their nails, don't they? Maybe there's a thing going on there. I don't know.
Surely, if you chew your nails, do you not want to stop?
Rather than, yes, let's not pour petrol on the fire, so to speak. Cetra getting that one wrong, dropping back to 0. No bonus for you, I'm afraid, but do continue to answer questions. 10 pennies for everyone you get right. Most of the players giving me a correct answer there. Right, question number 5. It's worth £1,000. It's the last point where you could go away with nothing. Good evening, Ninja Say. Welcome to the stream. Last point where you could go away with nothing, but you've still got all 4 lifelines if you need them. Have a look. Question number 5. It's worth £1,000. With the title song released by Paul McCartney and Wings, what was the 8th official film in the James Bond franchise? Live and Let Die, Die and Let Live, Die and Let Die, Live and Let Live.
I mean, I won't sing it. I mean, you're welcome to if you wish.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
Sure. Yeah, it's Live and Let Die. A, final answer.
It's the right answer. You won £1,000. Live and Let Die.
Guns N' Roses cover was pretty good.
The Guns N' Roses cover was pretty good. I enjoy that song a lot, but it's so good, in fact, that I can forgive in this ever-changing world in which we live in, which is a sort of nails on chalkboard levels of bad grammar.
I mean,
but somehow
it is, yeah.
It got past PR somehow. It is a good song though. Can't say I've seen the film, but good song definitely.
Is that the one with Grace Kelly? Well, not Grace Kelly, Grace Jones. Is that the one?
Again, I have not seen the film. I could not tell you. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think I've seen all of them at some time or another, but they do tend to mix together.
They do sort of, they sort of blur into one. In fact, there's a good chance I probably have seen some of it before. I'm pretty sure it's Roger Moore was the answer. Isn't it in which we're living? See, I'm not sure, Dev, in this ever-changing world in which we're living. Maybe, but... Live in this ever-changing world in which we live in. The opinion is, as they say, divided. No drama on that question in the lobby. Plenty of people getting that one right. And still lots and lots of people who are still 5 for 5 and looking to set a nice big bonus. As for you, Derek, your first time into the hot seat for Millionaire is going rather well. Still got all 4 lifelines intact. Guaranteed £1,000 at this point. Have a look at question number 6. It's worth £2,000. You might as well play here because there's nothing to lose. Have a look and let me know what you'd like to do. It's question number 6. It's worth £2,000. Which of these objects thrown in men's Olympic event has the smallest minimum weight? Hammer. Shot. Discus. Javelin.
Well, I know my initial thought is javelin, because I've held, I don't know if they're specifically Olympic standard, but I've held a shot and a javelin and a discus. Although not recently, but I'm pretty sure the javelin is, it's just a stick, basically, isn't it? The shot and the discus, and I assume the hammer, because the hammer's basically a weight on a bit of chain or string, whatever it is. So I know the record for javelin is the furthest. Javelin is thrown further. But they don't, it's a different motion, isn't it? Because they don't spin around with the javelin like they do with the others.
I will say you're under 30 seconds and then I will have to press you for an answer. You have got 4 lifelines, you don't have to play.
I'm going to play this. I'm going to go with javelin, final answer.
See, I just want to join in the conversation, but until you initiate Ask the Host, I'm legally unable to. I was thinking javelin as well, and just as well it is the right answer. You've just won £2,000. Yeah, as you say, javelin is just a stick. I've held all 4 apart from the hammer as well, mainly in PE at school.
Yeah, exactly the same.
The javelin, say, it's just a stick, and as you say, is the longest of the world records, or the furthest of the world records. Wow, a lot of orange there. Plenty of people getting that one wrong. Keshi, Innes, Shapes, 2, Connor, Prugs, Dev, AB Me, Milk Like Zeus, and Brand New Halo, all getting that one wrong. You set your bonus at £1,000 or 125 pennies. Random Zombie and Jack choosing to walk away on that one. Interesting decision given it was basically a free question. Still plenty of people still alive though, and still on 6 consecutives. Let's see how you get on as we go on from here up to question number 7. It's worth £4,000. You've still got all 4 lifelines here, Derek. Have a look at question number 7. Let me know what you'd like to do. What part of an electrical circuit is a semiconductor device that typically allows current to flow in only one direction? Diode. Fuse. Resistor. Transistor.
Trying to think back to my physics lessons. I'm pretty sure before the answers came up, I was thinking diode, because I think the circuit symbol for a diode is like an arrow triangle pointing one way and a line. I'm pretty sure it's diode, so I'm going final answer diode A.
You just won £4,000. See, out of those answers, that was the first one that I readily dismissed, because I thought a light emitting diode, an LED, is just a little light bulb. I didn't know that a diode was a more specific technical thing than that.
I mean, I assume there are other kinds which do other things. I'm not any kind of electrician or...
Not non-light emitting dies. Paulus is saying, finally my electronics and electrical engineering degree coming to use. Always nice.
I mean, it had to sooner or later.
Had to sooner or later. Let's take a look. Jers giving a wrong answer there, dropping back to 1,000. Mark choosing to walk on that question, setting their bonus at £2,000 or 150, I think, pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players still in live play, still on a 7 for 7 streak. Plenty of players on 5s and 6s as well, so still plenty to play for. Derek, you're doing fine. You're doing great. Question number 8 is worth £8,000 with the right answer. You've still got all 4 lifelines. Do use them if you need to. Have a look. It's the halfway point. Question 8 for £8,000. Have a look. Which of these types of curry is traditionally vegetarian? Rogan Josh, Aloo Gobi, Dokiatsa, Vindaloo.
So aloo, I believe in Hindi is potato. So I think it's B, aloo, gobi, final answer.
Not wasting any time here, just spending 17 seconds on that question, and you're absolutely right, you've just won £8,000. Yes, aloo paneer, which is potatoes and cheese, I think?
I mean, I assume.
Sagaloo is spinach and cheese, so aloo paneer is something...
Sagaloo is spinach potatoes.
Spinach and potatoes. Okay, so maybe aloo paneer is potatoes
paneer, well, paneer is cheese, aloo, I'm nearly certain.
We're thinking it's potatoes. That was based on the answer that we saw there.
I'm pretty sure it's potato. Yeah.
Nice.
I've had. No.
I like a butter chicken or a lamb tikka masala myself. I'm not a particularly exotic curry eater, though I do like it from time to time.
I'd probably take a lamb rogan Josh.
Too hot for me.
Lamb rogan Josh garlic naan. I'm happy.
I have hot flush when I'm eating anyway at the best of times, just because age and whatnot. Tabstop walking away there with £4,000, setting their bonus at what would that be? 200 pennies, I think. We still got quite a number of people here on 8 for 8 and going strong. And one player going strong more than anyone else is you, Derek Agony. Question number 9 is worth £16,000 with the right answer. You've still got all 4 lifelines. Do have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. You're 2 away from that next big milestone of £32,000. Have a look at this. What classic novel features a character named Vivian Darkbloom, an anagram of the author's name? Lolita. Animal Farm, Catch-22, The Great Gatsby.
Okay, well, having just done a bit of anagramming, that's an anagram of Vladimir Nabokov, so I'm going with Lolita. Hey, final answer.
When you say a little bit of anagramming, I'm assuming you were just writing it down and looking at the letters.
Oh yeah, I mean, on a piece of paper, yeah.
Okay.
Little words.
That is the right answer. You've just won £16,000. We'll do that bit, then we go on from there.
Take a photo of it if you want.
No. I wasn't at all anything. I wasn't suggesting anything untoward at all. I heard a little flurry of keyboard activity. I assumed it was something to do with anagramming the question, but that's all good. Obviously, as long as there's no search engines or solvers or anything like that. Just for the record, that applies to everyone in chat. I know we've got some new people here. We are playing for fun. I know there's some pennies, some channel currency at stake, but the house rule is we don't use Google, we don't use search engines. And again, Derek, just want to say it that way. I'm not accusing you of doing that, but just it just sort of twigged me that I should probably say something. We don't use Google, so do everything off your own brain. It just keeps it fun and friendly for everyone. Vladimir Nabokov, yes.
Little word cloud thing like you do with it.
Absolutely. No, I think that's within the remit of allowability. Let's go take a look at the lobby. Matt and Dogfish choosing to walk away on that one with 8 questions out of 9 correct, setting their bonus at £8,000. A good effort from you both. We've still got Tipster, Lewis, Quizzle, Luca, Bigman Aaron, Oni, and Lupine, who are all still in live play on 9 for 9. Derek, one more question. Question 10 will give you the big milestone of £32,000. A wrong answer will cost you 15. You have got all 4 lifelines left. Feel free to use them. You can walk away. No one will blame you. But have a look for a guaranteed £32,000. This is question number 10 of a possible 15. What type of animal is a honey eater? B. Bat. Bird. Butterfly.
Right. Well, bees don't eat honey, do they? They make it, but it's not. They eat. Bats. I thought bats mainly ate insects. Maybe they eat insects that attract the honey. I don't think it's bee. I don't think it would be butterfly. I think butterflies only go after nectar and things. Bird, honey eater. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'll take the 50-50, please.
Sure. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers, please. Leave Derek just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
Right, good.
Bat or bird?
Those are the ones I was dividing between.
So unhelpful then. 30 seconds on the clock.
Right. In that case, can I ask the audience, please?
Yes, you can. We'll go to the audience thing to stop that clock as soon as we can. Reminder, audience, even if you have already answered this question in the lobby game, your must answer is going to be counted. You can also answer even if you're not taking part in the survey, even if you're not in the lobby game, either to Whispers or to Persephone's Twitch bot. What type of animal is a honey eater? B for bat or C for bird? All vote now.
Oh, let's hope this doesn't come up 50-50 either.
Ha! To the point, let's hope nobody votes for A or D. Oh, there was at least one. That is pretty tight. 42% think it's bat, 51% think it's bird, 6% are either trolling or typoing or genuinely believe the computer is wrong, one of those options. And I can say this is based off a survey of 33 people. 33.
I mean, D is next to C, so in theory, if it's a typo, that could be going towards C. I don't know.
Fair point. I was going to leave the data up there for a moment before we continue.
Right. Okay, can I phone a friend then, please?
You may, absolutely. So 51% on C, 42% on B. Let's phone a friend. Who would you like to call?
Can I phone Lewis, please?
You can. Let's see if we can get Lewis into the broadcast studio.
I think he was doing well last I saw, so we'll go with him.
Okie dokie. We'll just give him a minute. He's in the green room. I was going to let him do a quick sound test with score. Lewis.
Hello.
Hello. Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Hello. Oh, you're the one calling about my extended car warranty.
Ah, hello. Yes, that's right. The car warranty. I remember that. We've got Derek here, Derek Agony. He's doing rather well, actually. He's up to £16,000, but he needs your help to get up to the next big milestone of £32,000. The next voice you'll hear will be Derek's. There are only 2 answers left. One of them will cost £15,000. The other one is worth £32,000. All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Right, Derek, 30 seconds. Best of luck. Your time starts now.
What type of animal is a honey eater? Is it a bat or is it a bird?
Okay, so I don't know for certain, but usually in quizzing, if it's what type of animal, it's usually a bird or a fish. Now, I haven't heard of it specifically as a type of bat, so I've gone for bird. I'm not totally certain. I put it at about 80-85% sure that it's a bird.
Pretty sure. Okay.
I feel like there's more sort of ways it could be a bird than a bat.
He's not wrong. There are a lot more
There certainly are.
birds than there are kinds of bats.
We're into the last 10 seconds.
Right. Okay, let's do it. Let's play bird. Final answer C.
I had my finger hovering over B then. I'm glad I double checked everything before pressing the button. You've locked in C, bird.
Yeah.
Derek. You've just won £32,000. Well played.
Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, audience.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, Lewis. Well, burning through 3 lifelines there, but
Yeah.
you have got to that milestone. Very, very well played. Let's take a look at the lobby. Big man Aaron getting that one wrong, dropping back to the £1,000. Bad luck there, Aaron. The risk did not pay off, and you'll be getting a bonus of 125. Unlike Lupine and Oni, who chose to walk away on that one, getting a bonus of 225 pennies. We've still got Luca, Tipster, Lewis, and Quizzle on 10 for 10. 4 players keeping up with you here, Derek, and I have to say you are doing astonishingly well on your first time in this chair. You're guaranteed £32,000 at this point. No matter what else happens, that is what you will take away and will go onto the leaderboard. You have got 1 lifeline left. You can still ask the host if, you are so inclined. Question number 11, you might as well play here because there's nothing to lose. It's worth £64,000 with the right answer. Guaranteed 32 though. So have a look and let me know what you'd like to do. It's question number 11 of a possible 15. The sport of lacrosse originated on which continent? North America, South America, Africa, Asia.
Right. I'm not certain. You'd think lacrosse is derived from French. So that would suggest not South America, probably
Europe,
Asia.
which is not an option.
Yeah, I mean, not Europe. But certainly my initial instinct was it's based on a Native American. I think it's like the national sport of Canada or something. So I'm going with North America. Final answer.
That was my instinct as well, because I know it is the national sport of Canada. And of course, the Canadians do have some connections with the French. However,
Just a bit.
it's also the right answer. You've just won £64,000. Well played. Good logicking there. Okay, actually, this came up on Jeopardy games last night. Nice. Welcome also to Ninja Say, Free Ruckers, T. Bakerson, and Wilsonia. Sorry I've missed you. I see you cropping up in the chat tracker. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed you before, and I hope you're having a good night. Over in the lobby, no drama there. The 4 players who were on a streak are still on that streak. Let's see if they can continue that. Derek, you're up to £64,000. Question 12 is worth £125,000 with the right answer. You can still ask the host. You can walk away, remember, and set your leaderboard score. A wrong answer at this point would cost you £32,000. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. It's question 12 of a possible 15. On April 30th, 1976... who was escorted from Elvis Presley's estate after hopping a wall and running to his front door? Bruce Springsteen, David Bowie, Mick Jagger, Johnny Rotten.
Right. See, now, what I'm going to do is, because I don't know this, I'd be purely guessing based on, my instinct would be 76. You'd think that Bowie, Jagger, Johnny Rotten, they'd all be kind of famous by then. So I'd expect that they wouldn't need to try and rush the door. But I think Springsteen is a little bit later, so maybe if he wouldn't have been famous at that time, maybe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, because I know you got an Elvis question right earlier. So I'm hoping you're an Elvis fan.
You're going to ask me?
I am going to ask you.
Okay, here's what I think. I have absolutely no idea. Not a Scooby-Doo. If I was going to go through this logically, I think the Rolling Stones, they were, late 60s, early 70s, maybe?
Yeah.
Bowie was biggest in the 70s, so again, if they're escorted from the premises, it seems to suggest that unless they were drunk. Maybe.
That's true. That does.
Bruce Springsteen, I couldn't even tell you when he was big. Was he born in the USA? Did he born in the USA?
Yes,
born in the USA.
Did.
I think that was Bruce Springsteen.
I suppose that would have been mid-late 70s, wouldn't it? But I don't know a huge amount about Springsteen, but my instinct is that he was slightly later than the other three.
I mean, what was Johnny Rotten in? What was he in? He
Sex
was
Pistols.
the Sex Pistols. So
they'd have been
is that late
I mean,
70s,
late
early
60s.
80s? They would have been. So yeah, they would have been sort of getting their sort of
Sex
starting to come
Pistols
onto the
earlier
scene.
than
Or were they
that.
earlier?
I thought they. I don't know. I mean,
I mean, it could have been any of them, to be honest. But
yeah, it
Johnny
could have
Rotten
been.
feels like the most smash the state, you know, brah.
yeah. I mean,
Wheels
it
on a
doesn't
bike
say
sort
what
of
they were
bit.
there for. Because I mean, you think Johnny Rotten wouldn't be there to shake his hand and say, "Like your music"? But, right,
If I'm being
question
completely
is-
straight with you, I'm having a lovely chat and everyone's friends. But in terms of the correct
yeah,
answer, I
okay.
have not got a
well,
clue.
I'm
If I was
play
going to
it,
guess, if I just to finish up my bit, if I was going to guess, which I probably wouldn't, I'd probably walk at this point. I would probably guess D, Johnny Rotten, for no reason other than he sounds like the most smashed estate. But I honestly haven't got a clue, and that is my
I'm
final
gonna play
answer.
because why not? Because I'm having a lovely
Because
time.
you'll
I'm
lose
gonna play
£32,000
Bruce
if you're
Springsteen.
wrong. Just to remind you.
Bruce Springsteen, final answer.
Okay, you've said the final answer, so I've pressed the button, and because you've asked me, I don't get a readout on the console. So, computer, can you tell us, is the answer A, Bruce Springsteen? It is! I've no idea where that came from, but it is the right answer, and you've just won £125,000.
Like I say, just purely because I think at that point he would have been the least famous and the most likely to be a fan and
act out.
get removed by bouncers or security or whatever.
Makes sense. Luca, Quizzle, and Tips are all choosing to walk away on that one, but Lewis T is still going strong. 12 for 12, and keeping up with you here, Derek. Now, I have to say, you're at £125,000. You can walk away, and that's a very respectable position on the leaderboard. You've burnt through all your lifelines. You are on your own from this point, but you are 3 questions away from a virtual £1 million. A wrong answer at this point, Derek, would cost you £93,000. Those leaderboard spots are very coveted, and you want to get up as high as you can. So no one will blame you for walking away, but have a look at question number 13. It's worth £250,000. The title of John Green's novel, A Fault in Our Stars, is derived from a line in what William Shakespeare play? Much Ado About Nothing, Julius Caesar, King Lear, As You Like It.
I should know this. I've definitely read this before and I can't. Right, okay, so. Much Ado About Nothing. There are. I don't know, it sounds more tragedy than comedy, doesn't it?
This is more my wheelhouse, and I can't say anything because you've used that lifeline.
Well, I mean, I was. There's no point guessing on the previous one if I still had. Right. Am I gonna play this?
You're 120 for £93,000 loss if you're wrong. You can walk away.
Right. So, I'm thinking ancient Rome, quite superstitious, lots of planetary gods, soothsayers, all of that thing. They were quite into their divination. I'm going to play and I'm going to say, E. Julius Caesar, final answer.
You've just won £250,000. Whew. Well played.
There was a very small inkling there that was the one.
Fault in Our Stars. And as Samson's pointing out, yes, slight error in the question. The Fault in Our Stars. But sentiment of the question still came across quite nicely.
Yeah, I know
Lewis
the book, I know the quote.
is still with us, 13 out of 13. And Derek, you're 2 away from $1 million. 2 more questions, and you join the ranks of only a handful of other people who have got 15 out of 15 right in the hot seat of this game. First things first, question number 14, have a look at this. It's worth £500,000 with the right answer. you lose £168,000 if you're wrong. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. It's question 14 of a possible 15. Which of these former child stars has never been nominated for an Academy Award? Haley Steinfeld, Hallie Joel Osment, Linda Blair, Daniel Radcliffe.
Right. Daniel Radcliffe, did he get nominated for the one? I really don't know. I was hoping to see Anna Paquin up there because at least I could have eliminated her. I don't. I'm walking away. I think I don't have any kind of. I don't have any information at all, basically, and I'm not going to gamble it on that.
Final answer, you're going to walk away.
Final answer, I'm walking away.
Okay, give Derek an absolutely massive round of applause. He walks away £250,000 better off after an absolute belter of a first appearance there. Oh God, I'm glad you've done that because I don't know if I could have kept the kept my heart rate down. Out of idle curiosity, what would you have said?
If I've got to go for something, see, I don't remember Daniel Radcliffe being nominated for anything, but I think at this level of question, I think he's a bit too obvious. So I would have gone with Haley Joel Osment.
Hallie Joel Osment.
If I'd have had to guess, that's who I'd have gone with.
You'd have gone with B. See, I was thinking Linda Blair was nominated for The Exorcist, and I thought Hallie Joel Osment had been nominated for The Sixth Sense. Haley Steinfeld, I've never heard of, and I, like you, don't think Daniel Radcliffe had ever been nominated for an Oscar. So I was trying to think, what could he have? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking
Swiss
like,
Army Man, maybe. Woman in Black was. No, I mean that might have got. I think it did something at Cannes, but I don't think it got to the Oscars. Say,
I mean, I haven't heard of him being nominated for an Oscar, and you'd think I might have done, but.
Well, if you go with B, Hallie Joel Osment, you'd have just lost £168,000.
Sure.
The correct answer was, in fact, D, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of talked myself out of it slightly, but it's fine. I mean, I'm very happy with
the pressure of the game, and absolutely a tremendous first appearance, and it's been lovely to have you here. Derek Agnew goes away with £250,000. Thank you very much for playing, Derek, and we'll see you another time.
Thank you.
Well, what a tremendous contestant, but of course the game doesn't end there. We have one more of Samson's questions that we have to look at. And Lewis is choosing to walk at £250,000 as well. Quite a number of people getting that one right there. We've got one more question that we are going to go through. It's Samson's £1 million question for all the marbles and for all the pennies if you can get there. Best of luck. Have a look at this. The name of what dog breed is Russian for self-eater? Bortzoi, Chortai, Samoyed, Sulimov. Answer now. See the majority answer and see the correct answer. Very well played if you were one of the 55% who gave me that. I was so stumped on that question I couldn't even pronounce half of them. This is a safer Croatian as well, Eric. Nice. Let's see who got the right. A smattering of people getting that one right as well. Lewis finishing on 14 out of 15 there. And I think that is the high score for the game. Well done, Lewis. Very well played. High scorer for this game. Though, of course, you will get 10 pennies for every correct answer you've given me, plus the conversion rate of your bonus, whatever you have set that at. Got to Dingo for question 14. Could have been big, but hey, Lewis, there's certainly nothing to sneeze at. The 250... Oh, excuse me. God, hiccups. 250, that's 350 pennies. Plus 140 regulation ones. So that... actually, Lewis, we could just do a little test here. Can you just go exclamation mark pennies for me, Lewis? I just want to see how many you've got now. I'm just curious to see that this is actually working as it should do. I take the pennies out, I bet. Right, so you're on 345 at the moment. And if this is correct, if it's working, you should be getting another 490. So that should take you up to 835 if this works. Press the magic button. Let's refresh the app. And Lewis, can you just press pennies again? You should now be up to 835. What else? Hey! I love it when a plan comes together. Excellent. Right, well, it is just after 9:30, and we've got one more game to play in the community, and this is going to be Toot's question pack. I think it might be a first Millionaire pack from Toot. And then it is going to be my turn to take the hot seat as that community challenge is set. But before we do that, we're going to beat the bee. So I'm just going to quickly drop into the void, and we're going to beat the bee, and then we're going to take a break. So let's go bee bonus for y'all. Just dropping into the void temporarily while I turn the camera on. And this is your opportunity to earn some micro pennies, which of course can be converted into full-time pennies. We'll then have a little ad break. I'm going to go get another drink, and then we will finish off the evening. So if I just go to just cam for a minute and turn the flush cam back on and turn that on. Hello. Right, time for Beat the Bee. So, Beat the Bee poll is nice and easy. Can I beat the bee? Beat the bee is very simple. I'm going to attempt to solve a Rubik's Cube before Rimsky-Korsakov's Flight of the Bumblebee concludes. If I do, then I get a point. If not, the bee gets a point. You can stake your micro pennies because they can be transferred into regular pennies. Oh, hello. G. Eisen, thank you very much for the gift sub to Persephone's Twitch bot. It's about time the bot got an update. Thank you very much for that, G. Eisen. It's very grateful. Lingomaniac's trying to cash in pennies before the deal actually happens, before the game actually happens. Can I have another mod pay out the winner of Ben VB? Sure. So, we're going to try and beat the bee. I'm then going to go for a little break, and then we're going to come back and play Toot's question pack, and then we will have the final community challenge. So, the bee bonus is now concluded. 33 players grabbing that there. Let me refresh the app. Let me queue up the music. If I can find it. I think it's on Misc Unsorted Desktop for reasons best known to myself, really. Bumblebee. There it is. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We're not ready to go yet. Okay. So, get your wagers in. We're going to... Get your wagers in. Should be a poll going, can Ben beat the bee or not? Yeah, I'm going to turn the washing machine off at half-time as well. To be or not to be, indeed. So, is the poll going? Is the poll gone? Gone? That's not a word. Is the poll going? Oh, it was done earlier. Fab. Okay. Been and done, so I can... have I got permission to start, captains? Captain moderators, do I have permission to start? Actually, while we're here, we're going to cash in Tipster's Beat the Bee. This is a good way for you to earn pennies, potentially. I've got a good feeling about it tonight. Brexit stats in the poll. Ah, nice. Well, here we go. Clear for takeoff. Wonderful. If you're playing along at home, get a Rubik's Cube, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, Beat the Bee. Alright, like I say, I've got a good feeling about it today. Oh. That good feeling is going away by the minute. What's the score at the moment? 4-all, I think. I'm going to stand up to get some more traction on it. Oh shit. This is going to be close. used to be able to do that. B completed it, mate. There we go. 1 minute 8.8. I'll take that. So there you go. If you've just got a whole new load of micro pennies to cash in for some real pennies. So much. Oh, 2. Didn't have faith in me that week. Yes, I did beat the B that week. I think that makes it 5-4. You old man. Yeah, very much an old man. Sue me. Right, ladies and gents. I am going to grab myself another drink. I'm going to play a little ad break if you don't have subscription. But don't worry, we won't continue until after the ad break. We won't start without you, basically. I'll wait for the ad break to finish before we start the next game. After the break, we're going to be playing Toots Pack, and then there's going to be a bit of a switcheroo as Ash takes over the build and I attempt to beat Oni's pack. We'll see what happens. Stay right there. I will be back in just a few minutes' time.
Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo down.
Just a short 2-month, but many more to come.
Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire special on Game Night, where in the fourth and final part, in a few minutes' time, we'll be having the Community Challenge completion, where Ash will be taking the host chair and I will be taking the hot seat. Very much looking forward to taking on Oni's pack, and we'll see how we get on. First of all, thank you very much, Pyro Pygmy, for that 2-month subscription. Just a short 2 months, but many more to come. Really pleased to hear it. Thank you very much for the support, and I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Going on in the background right now, there's a mini Flush who's decided he's going to be sick. So he may emerge from the bathroom in a minute looking a little pale. No idea why. He's probably just had too much chocolate or something. Nothing untoward. Just teenage growing pains. But we send him good wishes. We send him good wishes. Dylan, we're sending you good wishes. He doesn't care. He's being sick at the moment. 30 players grabbing those 10 bonus pennies. So this is now cut that out to a Spin Millionaire question pack. I believe it's a debut question pack for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire from Toot. Has written quite a few packs in the past. Not sure if we've seen one on Millionaire, so very much looking forward to this. Meanwhile, good evening to G. Eisens, Akdar, Yukimochi, Pyro Pygmy, and Vena Veritas, who I see joining the chat. Very nice to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. And without any further ado, we should honk, and then we should open up the lobby. If you want to come and play potentially in the hot seat, join this lobby. If you just want to come and play in the lobby game, join this lobby. Here we go. Codes are... Oh my. That's very nearly... Yeah, that's very nearly a thing. Well, there we go. If you played recently, you might want to go and join that lobby. Give someone else a chance. If you haven't played recently or you want to give it a go, come and join this lobby. Either code will work just fine. Remember, you have got persistent locations now, so you only need to set your location once. It should remember you from instance to instance unless you change your Twitch name. So, yes, only need to set it the once. You can reset it if you like, but you only need to set it once, and it should remember you from there. Very clever like that. Although, to be fair, there was like 2 lines of code to add that in. Oh dear. It's all going on in the bathroom. So, now cut that out, our question writes for this pack. There may be a reality TV question in it. Wait, don't go. Someone has just left, but that's fine. 21 in the hot seat game and 18 in the lobby game at the moment. Still, that's 39, which is very nice. I'll give you till the end of the loop. Aha! Now we've got 22 and 18, so exactly 40. Very nice indeed. Well, so, okay, since we've got a little bit more time on the loop, I am going to cash in Lingo Maniac's 500 pennies. I have to do all these manually, you see. Where are you, Lingo Maniac? There you are. Lingo Maniac, 500. Have some pennies. And let's mark that as complete. Remember, you can convert those micro pennies into full fat pennies. If you want some on the last Beat the Bee poll, then that'll be a good opportunity for you to do that. But I might do the rest after the game. Right. Yes, it's manual. I do that manually. It doesn't happen automatically, but it's all good. Let's get some animals up for you at some point. Don't know where the dog's gone. Hopefully she's around somewhere. Right, last chance to get into either game, either the lobby or hot seat. Remember, if you want to be in the hot seat game, you must be in the Discord and have a microphone and be able to come and talk to me. And on this side, if you only want to play in the lobby game, then you don't need a microphone, but you need to join that side. 10 of you will be picked from that hot seat game lobby to populate our 10 players who are going to play fastest finger and only cashing in 100 pennies. I'll do that for you in a second, my friend. For now, how do you change, Ninja Say? Type in the code of the lobby you're in if you want to leave the hot seat game, and then type in the other code. There you go. And now type in the other code, and you go over to the other side. And now you won't be picked into the hot seat. Right. If we're already 21 and 19, that's 40 players. Let's find out who our 10 contestants are going to be. And tonight they are... Riff Raccoon from a nice tree. Only 91573 from Flush's Nightmares after he plays my pack. Pyro Pygmy from the middle of my street. Shadowmane from the Discord call. We Like Shapes from Zone 3. Innes from Belfast. The Lupine one from West Yorkshire. Useless Noisemaker from Useless Headquarters. Pornister from Glasgow or Groningen. And Lewis T from London. So you are our 10 who are all set up and ready to go for the fastest finger game. Remember, as before, whispering to the bot A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, B, A, C, D, whatever you think the right order is, whisper it to the bot and keep your eye on the chat, because once that question is live, the question is live in chat. The question is live here, even if it doesn't show that on the screen. And I will, of course, give 10 pennies to the fastest time overall, even if you don't get into the hot seat. So, eyes down for everybody here. Let's get ready for the next question. Put these countdown hosts in order from earliest to latest. Des Lynam, Richard Whiteley, Des O'Connor, Jeff Stelling. There certainly are at least 2 Lewis T's. I don't know if there's 4. I've counted 2 of them. I'm not sure what's happened there. Well, anyway, let's find out what the correct order was first of all. So furthest back in time from when the programme first started was Richard Whiteley up till his death in, I think, 2005. Then Des Lynam took over for a couple of years. Then Des O'Connor came in. And finally, most recently, was Jeff Stelling, who was hosted until about 2011 when Nick Hewer took over, who stepped down earlier this year to be replaced by Anne Robinson. That's the right order, B-A-C-D. Let's find out who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these were correct. Not everyone. Who was fastest? Innes C in 4.86 seconds. Well done, Innes. Zeus with the 4-point nice time there. 0.01 seconds ahead of Derek. Innes is getting back into the hot seat this week. Who was the fastest overall time? I'm going to give 10 pennies to. It might be Innes, actually. 4.86. Oh, no, it wasn't, because Zeus got 4.69. Tab-Stop-V, 4.39. That was the absolute fastest. So Tab-Stop. Tab-Stop, 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 Tab-Stop. Tab-Stop-V. Have 10 pennies. Tab-Stop-V, award pennies. Yay. 10 pennies for you. And Innes is going to be in the hot seat as the fastest player, taking on Toots Pack. My, this will be an interesting game. Did I give you 10 millionaire pennies? If not, have some more. If I did, have some more. If not, then have some now. Yay! More pennies. Now, where is this Innes character? Hopefully he's going to be popping his way down into the green room shortly. You've got until Innes appears to claim that bonus, by the way. I'm going to stop it as soon as Innes turns up. I see a score count ready to sound test. Let's just go to the leaderboards and see where Innes is on this, because I know Innes has been here before. There he is. 10 out of 15. Let's just maximise that a minute. Let's have a look. Joint 32nd was Lingo Maniacs. He's just being sound tested now. And it was £1,000. So that's what Innes is chasing. We'll go through that in a bit more detail as and when he gets here. Just being sound tested, we're expecting any time. And there he is. Let me just make sure all of the buttons are on. They are now. Innes, good evening.
Hello.
Lovely to have you back. How are you keeping?
I'm keeping very good, thanks. You know, that was a fastest finger question that just suited me down to a T. I was
down to a T.
Huge Countdown fan growing up, so yeah, it suited me well.
Well, if you're going to get one, that's a good one to get, I suppose. I was just looking back at your record. Now, I've had you in this chair a few. That sounds really dodgy. I've been with you in this chair a few times before.
That's not much better, but
no, it's not much better, really.
Yeah.
I know you've been here. You came in a couple of times as a partner when we did when we trialed the sort of the duo stream, so to speak, the duo game. But on your own, do you know what your highest score is?
I have a feeling it was actually just 1,000.
It was. It was just £1,000. So I'm assuming you're hoping to improve upon that tonight.
Yeah, I have. And all the times I've been here, that one plus the duo ones, I've never made it higher than the 16,000 mark. So if I can make it to 32,000, that would be a personal goal achieved.
Well, we will see what we can do. It's Toots Pack that you're going to be facing. And Proofer is going to have to remind me who proofed this. It may have been Samster. Someone will tell me in the chat in just a minute who proofed this. You're right. He's just been sick, so he's not talking much right now. It was Samster who proofed this one, so Toot and Samster, I'm afraid, Innes, are disqualified from your phone of friends. And of course, you disqualify yourself from your phone of friends as well. So no Innes, no Toot, and no Samster, I'm afraid. So would you like to nominate 3 people to be phone of friends?
Well, who have we got? I'll choose Lucario, who's made a reappearance today.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's who Lucario... Oh, that makes sense now. Lucario, okay. Lucario, available if you... you will need to be in the Discord if you're not there already, Lucario. I can see a message in general chat, so you may have joined, but you do need to be there to do that. So Lucario is 1.
I'll take Shapes as well.
Shapes, okay. So Lucario and We Like Shapes.
And I always think it's worth having an American there for American questions if they come. Who have we got?
We've got... no one's thrown their hat in the ring just yet, actually, I have to say. It's all British volunteers so far, I think. Any friends from over the pond? Only says I can wear a baseball cap. That's from Ninja Say says hi. I'm assuming that's a volunteer's tribute, maybe.
Okay, I'll have Ninja Say then.
Oh no, it's not. It's not a volunteer's tribute.
Oh right.
Jack says I'm an American politics fan. Lingo saying I can throw my hat in if need be. I think Lingo might be Canadian actually, but certainly North American.
If that's the closest to America we can get, I think we'll go with it.
We'll go Lingo then. So we've got Lucario, Lingo, and Shapes as your 3 phone of friends. Fantastic. Right, let me go to the right profile and press the magic button. Next decision for you, Innes. Is it going to be the classic 50-50 or the slightly more risky double dip?
Well, I want to make as much use of the flashing new sound effects as possible, so I'll take the double dip.
We'll go for the double dip, okie dokie. And so, here we are again, just 15 questions standing between you and a virtual £1 million. Those 4 lifelines to help you out along the way. The double dip, phoning one of your nominated friends, asking our marvellous Twitch audience, or indeed asking me as the host. Innes, are you ready to play?
I'm absolutely ready.
Okay, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? There are the lights. Same rule as ever in the lobby game, whispering to the bot, keep your eye on the chat. Walking away by abstaining, and you will get 10 pennies for every correct answer, plus a bonus wherever you walk away from. Good luck, Innes. Here's your first question for £100. In the name of the American Sports League, founded in 1920, what does the F stand for in the NFL? Fishing. Frisbee golf. Football. Fact-checking.
I mean, there should be a fact-checking league if such thing doesn't exist already. There's a lot of use for it these days, but I'm fairly sure it is American football, so it would be C football. Final answer.
Right on to you, £100. Who wants to look this up? Kira suggesting it might be F Starkery. Yes, possibly. Yes, the National Fuckery League. That could be quite fun. Any drama in the lobby? A few people walking away there. Keshi, Matt, Paulister, Joe Pruggs and Akadar walking away. So no bonus for you, but of course 10 pennies for every question you get right. On we go, question 2 for £200. The Pace Egg Plays were a Northern English custom typically performed during which time of year? Easter. Christmas. Cyber Monday. Halloween.
Okay, I presume we can rule out Cyber Monday. I would have assumed the egg connection, it was Easter. I don't actually know for sure, but for it to be a custom, I think, I feel like it has to be. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll play A, Easter.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Right on, you won £200. Put the pressure of this game here. It's a £200 question. How hard could it be?
Yeah, exactly.
G. Eisen's choosing to walk on that one, or maybe was out of time, setting their bonus at £100. But everyone else giving me the right answer who was still in play. On we go. Question 3. It's worth £300. Which video game character debuted in 2001 as a defense attorney at the Fay & Co. law firm? Temp Wright, Tucson Wright, Scottsdale Wright, Phoenix Wright.
I'm very grateful for this question. I was very much a fan of these games when I was younger. That would be Phoenix Wright. Do you final answer?
See, I was getting really worried. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo, and then that came out. I thought, that sounds vaguely familiar. It's the right answer. You won £300. Puzzle Dan raising an objection in the chat. F, objection. Sparrow choosing to walk on that one, setting the bonus at £200. Wilsonia choosing to walk as well, setting their bonus at £200. Free Ruckus getting that one wrong, dropping back to 0. No bonus for you, I'm afraid, but 10 pennies for every question you get right. Let's go on to question 4. It's for £500. What was the 75th Tom and Jerry cartoon? Its name a reference to a 19th century composer. Johann Handelephant, Johann Mouse, Johann Barktopus, Johann Mozartwerk.
I don't know this cartoon specifically, but Tom and Jerry cartoons would obviously have a mouse. I've not seen one with any of an elephant or an octopus or an aardvark in it, and Johann Strauss, it would obviously work as a pun for Johann Mouse. I assume that must be it. I may be wrong, but I'll try B, Johann Mouse.
Right answer, you got £500.
Okay.
Some of these questions, it's like, let's go. I mean, because obviously there's a big classical music drive in Tom and Jerry. There's the Cat Concerto, which is obviously based on a Liszt piece.
Yes.
There's a piece of Chopin in the beginning. But yes, I think this one, Johann Mouse, it's, as you pointed out, Johann Strauss, if I can recall, it's the one of them conducts and the cat could play and the mouse could dance or something like that. May or may not be the same one. But holy potatoes, a lot of people getting this one wrong. Oni, Lupine, Connor, Jers, Riff, Shadow, AB Zeus, J White Dogfish, Tipster, all giving a wrong answer and setting your bonus at 0. Deflator Mouse, as Derek is saying to us in the chat, yes. Additionally, Topper, Puzzle Dan, Pyro Pygmy, Kira, David and Derek all choosing to walk, setting their bonus at £300. Wow, tough question. Catching a lot of you out there, but that is the way this game goes. Remember, 10 pennies for every question you answer for the rest of the pack. Innes, this is the last point you could go away with nothing. Question number 5 is worth a guaranteed £1,000. Have a look, let me know if you'd like to play. In a popular slogan based on the final line from Marx and Engels' Communist Manifesto, what should workers of the world do? Rebel. Unite. Resist. Give their bosses a big hug.
Not very likely.
Possibly not. Maybe though, it could be.
Thankfully, I think I do know the line. It goes, workers of the world unite. Unless I'm horribly misremembering, it's B, final answer.
So right answer, you've just won £1,000. No drama, right? No drama.
It felt like drama, but no drama.
I would expect nothing less from Mr. Toot. So let's just pop into the lobby briefly. Everyone who was still in live play is still in live play. There's still got quite a few people on 5 for 5. Number of people giving me the correct answer there, even if they weren't in live play. Remember, 10 pennies for every correct answer you give. Now, Innes, you've met your personal best, £1,000. Hooray!
Yes. Wow.
Can you beat it, though? Can you beat it? Next question, question number 6, is worth £2,000. You might as well play this. There's nothing to lose here. But you have still got all 4 of those lifelines remaining, and you can, if you're so inclined, still walk away. Have a look at question number 6. Let me know what you'd like to do. It's worth £2,000. Which of these countries has a capital city that's more than 4 letters long in its common English spelling? Italy, Egypt, Latvia, Norway,
Okay, thankfully, if you do enough quizzes, capital cities are just drilled into your head, and Egypt would be Cairo, which is 5 letters, which is more than 4 letters, unless I'm doing something very silly.
So always got to check your working. I think it's a good strategy.
Yeah, I just can never be too sure. But I am quite sure it must be B. Final answer.
Capital of Italy?
Rome.
Capital of Norway?
Oslo.
Capital of Latvia?
Riga.
Oh, he's good, isn't it? It's the right answer. You won £2,000. Yes, Cairo, capital of Italy, has indeed got 5 letters in it. C-A-I-R-O. There was a national fact-checking league. If only, if only. And that has just reminded me, I've not been giving out author bonuses tonight. That's something I've just completely forgotten to do. Whose packs have we had? We've had Sampsters, Shadows, and now Toots. And I think it's 100 pennies each. So I must remember to do that at the end, and of course Oni's as well later on. Ninja getting that one wrong, unfortunately, setting the bonus at £1,000 right there. Everyone else who was still in live play getting it right, and a lot of other people besides. Innes, you're up to question number 7. It's worth £4,000 if you give me a right answer. You lose 1,000 if you're wrong, but you've still got all 4 lifelines intact. Have a look. Let me know what you want to do. In cryptozoology, the Mokele Mbembe is an alleged creature that lives in what body of water? Ginkai Lake, Amazon Basin, Congo River Basin, Loch Ness.
Okay, well, I've not heard of it, but I'm hoping this is one of those ones where you can make an educated guess based on the word. I mean, it looks like very much an African name to me. Qinghai Lakes in China, Loch Ness is obviously close to home for me, and Amazon Basin in South America. I would assume, I mean, it looks very much like an African word to me, so I would assume it would have to be the Congo River Basin.
You have got 4 lifelines if you want to make use of them. You don't have to, but they are there if you want to use them. I don't want to make you second guess yourself if you're confident, but just my filial obligation to remind you that you have got those lifelines available if you want them.
It is tempting to be sure, but I think I should probably try and hold on to them for later. I have a feeling I may well need them, so I'll take a chance on C, Congo River Basin.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You've just won £4,000. Dramatic pause to throw people off, because people think if it's a dramatic pause, it must be wrong. So let's get out of that habit now. Let's just mix it up a little bit. Congo River Basin was the correct answer, and everybody who was still in is still in. 7 for 7. Big Man Aaron, Natter, Jack, Shapes, Lucario, Lewis, Cetra, Brand New Halo, Quizzle, Tabstop, and Colo. Very nice indeed. Remember, you can walk away just by abstaining, and that will set your bonus for this game. Innes, you're flying. You're up to the halfway point. Question number 8 for £8,000. You've still got all 4 of those lifelines there if you want to use them, dropping £3,000 with the wrong answer at this point. Again, you don't have to play, but have a look at question number 8 of a possible 15. The name of which of the popular UK dining brands listed below has been written correctly? Frankie and Benny's, Pizza Express, Yo Sushi, Cafe Nero.
Oh no, this must be one of those ones where like there's something slightly wrong with one of them, and I just
only
can't
one of them
see
is
it.
written correctly. 3 of them are wrong.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, they all look right to me, so that's not a good start. I think I'm definitely going to need help here. I just
Okay.
no.
Well, you got 4 lifelines. So you got your double dip, phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host. Once you activate double dip, though, you can no longer walk away and you can no longer use other lifelines. Just bear that in mind.
I'll try asking the audience on this one.
Oh, they'll be delighted. Okay, audience, fingers on your keypads. Remember, you must answer again, even if you've already answered in the lobby game. And if you're not in the lobby game, you can be included in the survey, either in public chat or by whispering to the bot. Here's the question. The name of which of the popular UK dining brands listed below has been written correctly? A, Frankie and Benny's, B, Pizza Express, C, Yo Sushi, D, Cafe Nero. All vote now. 64% think B, Pizza Express. 25% think A, Frankie and Benny's. Just 3% saying C, Yo Sushi. 6% thinking D, Cafe Nero, and I can tell you that is based on a survey of 31 people. So it's not enormously overwhelming, but it is a majority. It is more than half thinking B, Pizza Express. Is that of some help?
I think it is. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because I don't see what could be wrong in Pizza Express. Like, other ones have, punctuation and stuff in them that could be in the wrong place, but I don't really see what could be wrong on Pizza Express. That is just what the name is, and it is definitely those words. Unless it was all one word, but I don't think it was.
30 seconds.
I just have a horror of going out early again, so I'm gonna just to see if you got any can confirm what I'm saying, or otherwise I think I'll ask the host as well.
You want to ask me?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's what I think. See, obviously I'm being a little bit persuaded by the audience. 64% is quite high, but I can now talk you through my rationale. I think it is Pizza Express, and I think the red herring that Toot might be trying to get you to think of here is that it's maybe Pizza Express without the E, and it's maybe Pizza Express. I'm pretty sure Cafe Nero's only got one F rather than two.
Right.
I think the acute accent is on the E, or maybe there's not an acute accent, but I'm pretty sure there's only one F. Yo Sushi, I don't know. I'm not a great sushi lover myself, but I'm going to hazard a guess and say that there isn't an exclamation mark on the end of it, would be my guess. As to Frankie and Benny's, I think it's the apostrophe. I don't think there's an apostrophe in it. Either that, I don't think it's that Frankie could be spelt with a Y. I'm pretty sure it is Frankie with an IE. You could have Frankie with a Y, but I'm pretty sure it's Frankie with an IE, but I don't know that there's an apostrophe in it. It's Frankie and Benny's without grammar, except the ampersand, without punctuation. I'm just trying to think back. We went to a Pizza Express about 3 weeks ago when my parents came down, and I'm 95% sure there's an E, so unless there's something else that I'm missing completely here, I would be inclined to... It was not in Woking, and I was not with Prince Andrew Samster. I would be inclined to go with the audience and say B. I'm not discounting the possibility that I might be being swayed by the audience, but I will say, before you did ask the audience, as the answers were coming up, I saw Pizza Express and I thought there's nothing wrong with that. Frankie and Benny's is contentious, could be either way. Cafe Nero I was pretty sure was wrong. Yo Sushi is the only one I'm slightly ignorant of, but the audience were very, very low on that. So based on that, I would be inclined to say almost certainly B, Pizza Express. And that is my final answer.
Okay, well, I think, with all these things aligning, if you think that, the audience thinks it, and me as well, it just seems to make sense. Like you say, I'll go for it. I'll lock in B, final answer.
Okay, because you've asked me, we don't get anything in the log. So, computer, can you please tell us, is B the correct answer?
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Really? That's something different on Pizza Express?
Oh, that's I think that's the first time when I've gone in on Ask the Host being fairly confident and I've been wrong. Oh, without the space, chat is saying to us. So how really? So Frankie and Benny's is right. There is an apostrophe. Oh, Ennis, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't you be sorry.
In my defence, the audience, 64% of the audience are on board as well. So I'm guessing Yo Sushi doesn't have the exclamation mark, and Cafe Nero is only one F. Oh, it's the exclamation mark's after Yo for Yo Sushi. So it's Yo Sushi. I am devastated. I'm really genuinely upset about that. And it is two Fs, but it's a grave accent, not an... That's a mean question. That's a really... Oh, that's a cheeky question. Yeah. Good for you. Brilliant. Marvellous. Fantastic. Blame Samson for moving that question lower. Yes. Apparently that was moved lower by the proof. So, well, we can chew over the cud about who is to blame, but it's a beautifully phrased question, I have to say. I'm a big fan of it, even though I got it wrong. But, Innes, once again, it's £1,000 for you on the leaderboard.
Just destiny, apparently, but
I'm not going to go any higher. We'll get you higher one day. We'll get you there in the end. But there was a phone a friend and a double dip still there. But one of those questions maybe where the 50-50 could have changed the dynamic, or even a double dip. You could have had another go at it at that point. But that's the game. That's the game. Have you had a good time all the same?
I have. It's been a lot of fun, and it's
fantastic.
It's nice to be back, and I enjoyed this question, even if I couldn't do it. It's a very elegant question.
Absolutely, I fully agree with you there. Well, Inca, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for joining us, and you leave us with £1,000.
Thank you.
So, even though Inca leaves us at this point, the game does go on. Let's just take a look. How many of you got caught out? Yeah, quite a lot of you getting caught out there. Natter, Jack, Shapes, Lucario, Brand New Halo, and Quizzle, all getting that one wrong and dropping back to their bonus of 1,000. Tabstop, Colo, Cetra, and Lewis all erring on the side of caution here, setting their bonus at 4,000. Only Big Man Aaron remains with 8 out of 8. We have got a handful more questions to go through. The next one is question number 9. It is worth £16,000. And let's go with the end game, beginning with this. Nicknamed the Glory to God Man, Thomas H. Boston Corbett killed which notorious 19th century figure? A. Spain, B. Italy, C. Germany, D. John Wilkes Booth. Answer now. Yes, that somehow doesn't feel right to me. Apparently it's D. John Wilkes Booth. And 89% going with that answer. Okay, I am going to... This is not the fault of the proofers, so please don't blame the proofers. It's the fault of the parsing of the tool, the combing of the tool. And what this means, because I can't really look at these questions because I've asked the host, I need to think of a way... Samson's going to double check. Thank you for taking the bullet, Samson, if that's your bad question to use that turn of phrase. I can actually look at the pack to see if anything else has gone wrong here. The next question looks fine because we've had Ask the Host. I can look at these now. Everything else looks fine. I can't see anything else cropping up. Zeus thought it was a trick question and got it wrong. Samson's going to double check. What I think I probably need to do is maybe show the proofers the actual extraction process as well as the proofing just for this game, because everything else that comes in when it's a pack that's been proofed, I then do a final check before I plug it into the game. Obviously with this I can't, because I could be asked at any point what's going on. So that's just something to consider. And Ash, just a heads up, it might be something to consider with Oni's pack as well. I don't know if you could ping Oni's pack over to, or the output of Oni's pack over to maybe Samster or Colo or Ape if they're about, just to make sure that the output is correct. So that's what the issue is there. But fortunately, 89% of players getting the right answer. Big Man Aaron is still going 9 out of 9. We're going on to the next question for now anyway. It's question 10. It's the £32,000 question. Take a look at this. How many melting clock faces can be seen in Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory? 3, 1, 2, or 4? Answer now. Majority going for A3, which is the right answer. Very well played. Do love a bit of Dali. I haven't got that one on my wall. I've got Swans Reflecting Elephants just over there. If any of the proofers, by the way, want to just do a final comb of Oni's pack, it's all been proofed okay. Who proofed it? I think it was Samster who proofed it. So maybe Samster, if you want to just... Maybe Ash, if you can give that to Samster, since he's already seen it. And Samster, if you can just check that the JSON has parsed correctly. So Ash will send you the file. If you plug it into a JSON coma, if you don't know one, Ash will probably be able to point you to one. And just make sure that all the answers and the questions line up and look right on the output as well. Big Man Aaron, still going strong, 10 for 10. We go to the final 5 questions of this Toots pack. Have a look at question 11. It's worth £64,000. Due to a prominent physical feature, what was the nickname of the 20th century comedian Eddie Cantle? Banjo eyes, banjo ears, banjo teeth, banjo nose. Answer now. F, Banjo Kazooie. Boom! Got there, first one there. Beat you to it, Oni, beat you to it. Oh, a bit split. C, the most popular, and it's wrong. Only 19% given the correct answer of Banjo Eyes. It was a freebie anyway. At that point, nothing to lose on that one. And Big Man Aaron is taking the risk and keeping the bonus at £32,000. That'll be a bonus of 250 pennies in addition to 10 pennies for every question you got right. Let's move on to the next question. Question 12. It's the £125,000 one. Dubbed the mother of the MP3, a song recorded in 1982 by which singer-songwriter was used to fine-tune the compression algorithm of the file format. Laurie Anderson, Tracy Chapman, Susan Vega, Joni Mitchell. Answer now. C, the most popular answer, Susan Vega, and it was the right answer. 45% of you giving me the right answer. Very well played for the £125,000 question. A few people getting it right. Not Big Man Aaron, so Big Man Aaron on 10 at the moment, but Lewis T is now also on 10, as is Natter. Shapes has actually overtaken, as has Lucario, both on 11 at this point. Tabstop's also on 10, Tips is on 10. So yeah, a couple of 11s going on there. Of course, it's not about who gets the most questions right anymore, but of course, the more questions you get, the more pennies you get, and of course, that bonus in addition. Couple more questions to go. This is the £250,000 question, question 13. Have a look. The ancient city of Chan Chan could be found on which continent? South America, Asia, Europe, Africa. Answer now. F, Edinburgh. Most popular answer, there was a South America. I would have said Asia, almost certainly, but 57% of players going for the correct answer of South America. Very well played. Let's take a look. Have we got any 12s? Any 12s? No. Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. Lucario, 12 out of 13. GG to you. Currently taking the lead on questions. 2 more questions to go. This is the £500,000 question. Take a look. In 2021, a Big Brother contestant named Juliet tied a record held by Billie Eilish, receiving 1 million likes on an Instagram post in just 6 minutes. On which country's version of Big Brother did she become famous? Was it Brazil, Mexico, Nigeria, or China? Answer now. A, Brazil, the most popular. A, Brazil, the right answer. Very well played. 62% of you giving me the answer for the £500,000 question. Let's just take a look at that lobby. There we go. Lots of ticks there. Nice to see. Lucario is not continuing the streak, staying on 12 after getting that one wrong. Big Man Aaron is now back up to 12 and tying for the lead. Any other 12s about? Let's have a look. Not that I can see. So it's between Big Man Aaron and Lucario for most questions correct. One more question. Question number 15 of 15. The law of Hobson-Jobson is a term used in which field? Musicology, linguistics, law, chemistry? Answer now. Ryanair. Be quiet, Jack, you silly boy. B linguistics, the most popular. B linguistics, absolutely right. Lots of people watching Tom Scott apparently. Hobson, Jobson, Mobson, and Cottontail. I was thinking Hobson, Jobson, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble Crump would also have worked there. Plenty of people getting that one right. Let's look. Big Man Aaron did get it right, and Luke Harrier also got it right, so 13 out of 15. That is the high score at the end of that game. Though, of course, 10 pennies for every correct answer, plus your bonus score up to, I think 32,000 was the highest bonus there, which would be 250 pennies as well. Hurrah and huzzah. Well, it's been an unorthodox pack. Again, Inca continuing doing what Inca does in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and going midway through the second leg. But in addition to that, a rather weird question thereafter with John Wilkes Booth being the answer, which I quite like and need to make a meme. There we go. Thank you very much to Toot for that pack there. Let me add the pennies on. Data written to drive, refresh app. Pennies should now be up to date from that game. Let me add the author bonuses as well. I was going to pop to the BRB screen because I need to check that it's 100. I think it's 100, but I need to go to my other Chrome tab just to be sure. Penny restructure. It might be 75 actually. Yeah, it's 75. 75 for a Millionaire pack. Game cam. So, who have we had tonight? We had Shadow May at the start of the evening. Let me find Shadow May and give out some pennies to Shadow May. Where are you, Shadow May? There you are. 75 award pennies. We then had Samster, who is there. Samster, 75 award pennies. We've just had Now Cut That Out, who's going to get another 75 pennies here. 75 award pennies. And we're about to have Onis, which we haven't seen yet, but we're about to, so I'm just going to do the pennies now, lest I should forget. Award pennies 75. And have another bonus while we're at it. And I'm just thinking about it now. The penny restructure, I mean, it's there because the question writers can't play, and also as a small reward to thank them for writing the packs. It's a little bit unbalanced because Millionaire is obviously quite a high threshold on in terms of doing the streak, how many you can potentially get. So maybe that does need to go up to 100, but it's 75 for the time being, so we're going to do it now. Now, I did have a Show Me the Kitty earlier on, and I have got a kitty right here. Matt, here is your Show Me the Kitty. Are you still here, Matt? Because if you are, here is your kitty. If not, you're getting a free one. Here is your kitty. He's on very small O vision. Say hello, Catto. Say hello, Catto. Aren't you sweet? Were you having a nap? Were you having a nap? He is being very well behaved tonight. He's so sweet. I'm going to come over there so you can see him a bit clearer. You're such a sweet cat. Sleepy Meow Meow. Yes, he's very cosy at the moment. He likes to sit on the cover that I put on my chair, so he doesn't scratch. It's the cover that goes on the chair because he likes to scratch the chair, and the chair is expensive and new. Oh, are you going? Are you going now? Are you going? Okay, go back to your mat. There you go. Is Matt here? Has Matt gone? If Matt's gone, then I might have to. Oh no, Matt is still in the chat, so I'm hoping Matt is still here. So I'm going to cash that one in. If not, Matt, if you didn't see that, I'll give you a free one next time. I'm going to cash it because it was asked for 10 days ago, and I need to clear it down. Oni's also wanted to cash in 100 pennies, so let me do that. While I'm on Oni, actually. 100 award pennies. There you go. Cash in 100 pennies. There we go. And refresh app. Not that I need to, but there we go. So, exclamation mark rank and exclamation mark pennies to see your score. Now, normally that would be the end of the stream after 3 Millionaire games, but you did do the community challenge. You did get to 100,000 channel points or micro pennies in 1 1/8 of a stream. So it is time for the community challenge. I am going to be in the hot seat. There is still going to be a fastest finger first game because this idiot programmer decided not to just skip that bit. So it's still going to be a fastest finger game, but spoiler alert, I'm going to win it. And but I will also give 10 pennies to the fastest time that isn't me. So Do you know what you've done? Well, this is Odie's pack, and I'm hoping to do it some justice as we go into it. I think, again, it was Samster who proofed this one, so Samster won't be able to be my phone a friend. But when we come back, when I come back, it is going to be Ash on cam mode, and I'm going to be amongst the audience. I might pop in and chat for... Well, of course, I'll come in and chat when I'm on the game, but we're going to run it as normal. We're going to run it through to the end. I will add... Apart from the fastest finger penny, there won't be pennies for this game for the simple reason that Ash is because basically the data for the pennies is stored locally on my machine, and the code that overwrites it is specific to my machine, which Ash doesn't have on his, and it would be a little bit much, I feel, to ask Ash to add an entire file structure just to overwrite the pennies and then send it to me. So there won't be pennies applied to this game. We've got the 3 regular games, but I will give 10 pennies to the fastest finger first. So penny data is backed up every time it updates. So well, it's backed up in the same folder, actually. I should probably... Well, it's backed up in the... yes. Basically, yes, it's backed up until I click push to Heroku. It's only on the drive. As soon as the stream ends, the first thing I do is push the penny data into the cloud, and then it is backed up in cyberspace, as it were. Oh, excuse me, as it were. So, we're going to take a very short break while I get set up with Ash. So stay here if you want to see me flounder through Oni's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire pack. I've given pennies to, which means I don't need to give out any more pennies tonight. Stay right there, and I will be back, or rather, Ash will be back in just a few minutes' time.
welcome to the final part of this episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? How are we doing? Yes, it be me floating in the box. Not in another game, but in this game. Yes, hello there. How are we all doing in chat? Yes, it do be me. Hi there. How you doing? Ben's regenerated. Well, he's going to regenerate up into that box in the top right corner in a moment. So he's just relocating himself, and I've now assumed his position. So yeah, this is a welcome change. I'm going to be hosting here because you did manage to raise that community challenge, and Ben will be taking the hot seat to earn a virtual £1 million with those 15 wonderful questions. Is this a sneaky cross promotion for Deal for All? It really isn't, Ralph, because holy crap, have I still got a lot of stuff to do for that, and that's in less than 24 hours. Oh God, I'm really panicking about that. Like honestly panicking. But hopefully everything will go well tomorrow. It's just a lot of stuff. As Ben also mentioned, we do technically have to run a lobby with fastest finger first. Unfortunately, you will lose the fastest finger first because Ben will magically lock in with a time of 0.00 seconds and the right answers somehow out of nowhere. But as he said, he will also award whoever does answer fastest finger first fastest outside of that. Now, just a slight warning, we might see a duplicate question of fastest finger first because things and stuff. I've received the list of fastest finger first questions, but we've not gone through it and removed the ones that have been played. So I have like 21 fastest finger first that I can play. Some of them are ones we've already seen before, so we're also possibly testing your memory here. So get ready on that. But we need a lobby for that first. So if you'd like to join the lobby and join the fastest finger first 10, you need TUVJ. If you just, and we need 10 of you in there. And if you just want to play as an audience member, then XBZE is what we want. We currently have enough in the hot seat game now, which is good. Obviously, 10 of you will be picked. Hopefully, Ben will be amongst that 10. I don't know if he's done the exclusion rules for that, but we'll see. We will see. Hopefully, Ben will be the first to be picked, but anything might happen in the next couple of moments. I am noticing that the screen capture, Ben, it's cropping off the top little bit. The Only 91, yes, the Alex, aka Only 91, who has written this pack, is what we're going to be looking forward to for the next 15 questions. So, you know, want to give them proper due, what it's worth, you know. As far as I'm aware, I'm capturing everything correctly and sending it to you, so it must be a layout issue. There it is! There we go. Now we are seeing a full Only there. Yes, you will not be selected as the player, but you do need to join, at least some people need to join the hot seat. And of course, you can still give me some comical locations if you want to do that as well. But won't give you too much longer to join, though. Possibly at the end of this loop. So if you do want to get to play, then join in that lobby game of XBZE. This might be your last chance to do so before we start the game. Or everyone's going to join the hot seat game, whatever works. Can you enter hot seat for the location lols? As I'm not awarding pennies here, then I guess so? Question mark. If you want it for the lols, yes, we can do that. Oh, you gotta get in quick though, because that's the end of the loop. Are you gonna get in, Oni? Are you gonna get in? Oh, I'm being a bit lenient there. Right, I'm gonna lock the lobby up. I'm gonna lock. Oh yeah. So yeah, just another reminder. The only pennies given out in this particular game will be whoever gets fastest on fastest finger first. But I suppose, should we just count everybody in that list, regardless of who's in the 10? We'll just do the fastest correct time across everybody in, because everyone can answer the fastest finger first anyway. So we'll do it that way, just so it's fairer, because obviously we're rigging the fastest finger first part of it. So that's what we're going to do. 10 seconds, and then I'm going to hit the button, and we'll get this game underway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Klaxon! And we say hello to Royal Flush from West Sussex. Lewis T1, if you read this out, you accept a £100 wager on being badly selected. Luke Catet 710 from London. Top 1 Gaming, anywhere Zeus is not. We like James from Birmingham. G. Isaacs from behind you. Boo! Centra 4271 from the Space Void. Mine Desi from Froome. Yes, I say it. Tipster from the Antarctic Ocean. And Shadow APX41 from the latest Ryanair in Heathrow. Okay, so you all know the task at hand here for fastest finger first. You need to give me the correct sequence for these letters A, B, C, D. Might not be in A, B, C, D order. It might be B, D, C, A order or C, D, A, B. Whatever of those combinations, one of them will be correct. And you need to lock it in as fast as you can. The fastest person that does so that isn't Ben will be getting some pennies. So let's dim the lights. Get yourself ready with that whisper window to Persephone's Twitch bot. Whispers only, please. Nothing in public chat. And if we're ready, here's the next question. Starting with the fewest, put these words in order of how many times the letter Z appears. Swizzle, pizzazz, ziz, zip. No, not Pizza Express, Jack. I got completely duped by that as well. I thought there wasn't an apostrophe in Frankie and Benny's. Okay, so let's see the sequence of answers then. So, starting with the fewest, we have Zip, just one Z in it. Then Swizzle with 2, Ziz with 3, and Pizzazz, what a wonderful word, with 4. So D-A-C-B was the sequence we were looking for. Let's light you up, see how many of you got it right. All of these were right. Many were right. The fastest, of course, was Royal Flush with a time of 0.00. But outside of that, let's have a look. We are looking at currently Tabstop V 4.93. Anyone faster than 4.93? I don't think so. I think that might be the fastest time. Oh, no, Inca. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Inca. 3.89 seconds indeed was the fastest over on the E-swing at letter I. So Inca will be getting those 10 pennies there. And in fact, the wonderful person that is Ben has already done that for you. So congratulations, Inca, for earning those 10 pennies for the fastest finger first correct response. But as we have rigged the game, Ben, you've been selected. Oh, shocking horror.
Hello.
It be you. How are you doing?
I am very well indeed. A little bit nervous to be on the other side of the chair, especially with a pack from someone of Alex's caliber, but I will give it my best because everyone basically paid to see this.
Indeed they did. Well, are you ready to play, Ben?
I think I am. I am.
You've got a decision first, and that decision is, do you play Le Classique 50-50, or do you play the fan favourite, the Double Dip?
Oh, God, I didn't think it was going to be this hard. On the one hand, I'm really proud of my programming of the Double Dip, and I love the sting. But on the other hand, I maybe think 50-50 is more useful. Based on that, I am going to... I'll follow whatever the crowd say in a poll, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to use Double Dip, Ash.
You're going to use the Double Dip? Okay, we have locked that in for you then. Animator is not playing an animator controller. Presumably, if I press progress gameplay, then we see the ladder. No, apparently the ladder is off screen.
Have you changed the name of it?
No. What I've done is, I was trying to fix various parts of this display to not look bad. And in turn, it has completely broken everything because the animator does things that I was not expecting. So what has happened there is... Oh, goodness me. It is actually... Oh, goodness. Well, this is going to be fun, folks.
As long as the question lozenges work, we'll be fine.
Yeah, those ones I haven't tweaked. It's the other ones I did because the backgrounds were flipped when they shouldn't have been and things like that.
No, it was supposed to be flipped.
No, the border is supposed to be inwards, not outwards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I saw some shows. I looked at reference. Because I was fixing for clarity out there. I was
fixing.
also fixing some font issues I was having as well. So yeah, I was just going ham and trying to fix other parts, and then realised. Well, now just realised I've broken part of the game. Now, does the lobby display work or not? Who knows? Alternatively, what I could do is we've run out of the music. That's amazing. Oh no, it just loops.
It should loop.
Where is that? Where is the Oh god, where's that ladder gone? It's not that. It's not that. It's not the main game question. It's not that. It's not pre-game. No, it's that one there. Why isn't it turned itself on? Well, it has, but it's gone away. Huh? And it's locked because the animator is on it. There it is.
There it is.
I'm just going to leave the animator off and we'll just not have fancy animations for the time being. And it played the music stings as well. So we do have the double dip, the phone a friend, the ask the audience, and of course you can ask me.
Phone a friends.
Yes, you need to pick 3 phone a friends here, Ben. So who would you like to pick?
Let's have Derek.
Derek Agony, yep.
Innes.
Inca, yep.
And if he's still here, Ape.
And Ape Minky. Are you all around? Please. So Derek Agony says friend without the I, so is more formal. Informal even.
Friend.
Inca is present. Is an ape present or not?
If not, he's still in chat apparently, but may not be able to.
If not, then we'll have to pick a third then, outside of ape then. Which is your third going to be?
Let's have a look then. They're both Brits, aren't they? Who have we got representing the Yanks tonight? Let's get. So who's in? I can't see who's in voice out. Toot. I know he's also a Brit, but
go Toot as well. Okay. So those are the 3 we're gonna have then. Derek
twice
and
through the loop.
Toot. Twice through the loop and a bit more. And hopefully, if I hit progress gameplay, then everything's gonna be okay.
Apart from the
Ben,
animation on the money ladder.
We'll find out. Ben, take a seat and let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't have to manually turn it on and off at the moment.
It's fine.
What I will do is actually quickly test while I'm here, does the lobby screen work? So lobby works. That one actually did work. And then the money ladder. Okay, it does the zoom, and I just have to manually switch the thing on. So it's sort of a bit clumsy, but it'll do. You can just hide my face. I'm happy with that as well.
No.
So we can work with it. We can definitely work with it. Like I say, I was trying to fix things and not realising that things like that were in the way.
Yes, it's exclusively and entirely my fault for not being better. Do better, Ben. Is what
no,
it's
it's my fault with tampering. It's my fault with tampering and trying to do better but failing miserably.
Wasn't that a Tom Scott story? He said the worst typo I ever made was actually the typo wasn't the problem. It was a not doing as I was told.
The oh no second. The oh no second.
That's the one.
So it's 15 questions up to 1 million fake pounds. Ben, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, chat, get ready. Whisper Window 2, Persephone's quiz. Persephone's
Twitch bot.
Twitch bot. That's the words I'm looking for. Twitch bot. Persephone's Twitch bot. That is what you're whispering to. A, B, C, or D on each of these answers. You can, of course, decide to abstain, but doing so means you will automatically walk away with whatever you currently have. Good luck, Ben. Here's your first question. £100. Which pop band duetted with Bananarama in the UK top 10 hit? It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Oh my god.
Fun Boy 3, Tog Chap 6, Pun Man Ben, or Sun Lad 9?
Oh my god. I ain't got a clue. Alright, let's
Well, we have those lifelines. I need to switch on.
Let me lodge this. I can't use a lifeline on £100. It's not Punman Ben. Okay, listen. Fun Boy 3, Punman Ben, Sun Lad 9, Chap 6. Surely this is Fun Boy 3.
Are you certain to want to lock in your answer?
Yeah, let's go A, Fun Boy 3. Final answer.
It's good. It's £100.
Right, there we go.
We're off. We are off.
Walk away.
How did we do in the lobby? Yeah, a few walking away, maybe not paying attention, and a few wrong answers as well in there, but majority, about half the audience getting it right. Moving on to the next question. Of course, even if you are eliminated, you can still answer correct or wrong. It just adds an extra count to the correct wrong slash. So, no problems there, Ben. Here comes his next question for £200. What 1985 Steven Spielberg movie, based on an Alice Walker novel, was nominated for a total of 11 Academy Awards without winning a single one? The colour yellow, the colour purple, the colour blue, the colour red.
This is more like it. Done a Steven Spielberg in the gold, silver, or bronze earlier on, and this is one that made it in there. But the answer is B, the colour purple. Final answer.
It's good. It's worth £200. Nice and easy on that one. Lobby, how do we do? Everyone... No, just Pyro Pygmy failing to answer correctly there, dropping all the way down to 0. Everyone else is still in. Here comes your third question, Ben. Worth £300. Which of these is not an acid? Lactic, diacritic, formic, acetic.
Well, I know that lactic and acetic are. Formic, maybe I've heard of, but I think diacritic is, they're the little funky symbols you get above and below text, like umlauts and acute and grave accents, which may or may not be the right way round on the logo of Cafe Nero. I'm pretty sure it's B, diacritic. Final answer.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth £300. I believe some form of ants use formic acid, I think. Like fire ants, I think they use formic acid. That's the sort of the stinging sensation from that. Okay. Lobby, everybody that was still in getting that one right from the looks of things. So move on. Question number 4, worth £500.
Grave accent, not grave, my bad.
The 23 in the name of the biotechnology company 23andMe refers specifically to what in the human body? The number of organs in the body, the number of ribs in the rib cage, the number of chromosome pairs in a cell, number of teeth in the mouth.
I really like how you fixed my text messages for me.
I was trying to make that fit, but goodness me, let's have a really long answer to try and fill in this lozenge.
Right.
Oh, dear me.
Do not know this one. The number of chromosomes pairs in a cell might be 23. I think it probably is 23, and the and me would suggest it is 2. Teeth in the mouth, presumably that's an even number. Likewise, ribs in the ribcage, although I know guys have got an extra one. That's how God made Eve, allegedly. Organs in the body, I don't know that that's going to be 23. I think it's C, but I don't know how confident I am.
Well, you have those lifelines, remember?
Yeah, I think I would like some confirmation here. I am going to ask the audience, please.
Okay, let's do that then. Audience, we are asking you, get ready on the letters A, B, C, D. You have to answer again, even if you already answered previously. The 23 in the name of the biotechnology company 23andMe refers specifically to what in the human body? All vote now. Well, 97% believe the response that you need to give is C, the number of chromosomes pairs in a cell. Just 2% believe the number of ribs in the rib cage. So, does that help you out, Ben?
Yeah, it's a little bit. I thought it was that anyway, and now I feel foolish for using it, but I'd rather be sure. I'd rather not go home with nothing. So I will go with the audience and say whatever it was they said, which I think was C.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yes, correct answer is £500. Yeah, 23 chromosome pairs, total of 46. Nice. Pairs obviously are 2. Let's look at the lobby. Colo and Wilsonia walking away there, taking £300. Everybody else is still in play. Now, Ben, this is the last point that you can leave with nothing. We don't want you to do that, though. We definitely want to get you to that guaranteed £1,000. But you best get this next question right. So let's put it that way, all right? Here comes your question for £1,000. The Sagrada Familia Basilica can be found in which European city? Bern, Berlin, Brussels, Barcelona.
Oh my god for that. I haven't got a scoobs, but I thought it's probably either Spain or Italy. Given that there's no Italian ones up there and only one Spanish one, I'm going to go with D, Barcelona. Final answer.
It's good, and that is £1,000.
Poggers.
Nice and easy there. And those playing my recent Jeopardy game, it did feature in there as one of the metro stops in Barcelona, alongside Diagonal, I think was also another metro stop I selected for that list. So Ben, I need to stop doing that and just press the button instead. There we go. £1,000. We can't take that away, no matter what.
I've
The next
equaled
question,
my best.
You've equaled your best. Well, we'll see.
No, you've done more than that. I equaled your best when we had the host one, but I think you've done better than that since.
That's true. Well, £1,000. Can't take that away. Next question. You might as well go for it. It will be worth £2,000. But before I forget, let's just have a quick look at the lobby. Everyone else that was still in the lobby, still going strong. 5 of 5. Well, they're doing well over there. Let's see if you can do well here. Question 6. It's worth £2,000. In the comic strip, Calvin and Hobbes, what type of animal is Hobbes? Lion, dog, tiger, bear.
I don't know this.
You know the comic strip or not? You don't?
No. I've seen it, and I think it came up on a face-off game, but it was just asking about the title. It didn't go into detail on what the animals were.
Still have 3 lifelines to your name here. The double dip, phone a friend, and you can also ask me.
I think I'm going to save you for something else. Double dip wouldn't help me because I've got an inkling on one of them, but it is just an inkling. It's not based on anything. So I'm going to have to phone a friend, I think.
All right, let's activate that then. Now, who would you like to phone?
Let's get Innes in here.
All right, we'll get Inca up on the line here. Hopefully they can help you get out of this sticky situation.
I am very well aware that I cost Innes the game last time.
So yeah, this might be a bit of retribution. I don't know, but we want to play honestly here. Okay, Inca is in the green room. Inca?
Hello?
Hello, it's Ash at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Wow, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Fancy that. Hello.
I know. It's quite a surprise to me as well. So we've got your friend here currently playing, and they need a bit of help. Ben, of course, is your friend. That's obvious, sure. Need a bit of your help to get up to £2,000. Ben is obviously going to give you the question and 4 possible answers, one of which will get them up to £2,000. All clear?
All clear.
All right, Ben, your 30 seconds starts now.
Hi, Innes. In the comic strip Calvin and Hobbes, what type of animal is Hobbes? Is he a lion, a dog, a tiger, or a bear?
He's definitely some kind of big cat. In my head, he looks like a tiger. Definitely lion or tiger, and I'm pretty sure he's a tiger. He's a big, tall, orange thing. Yeah.
How confident on a scale of 0 to 100?
95.
95% tiger.
Yes.
That's grand. Thank you, mate.
Well, sounded pretty confident.
95% tiger. Let's go see tiger. Final answer.
Ben?
Ash.
You've just won £2,000.
Thank you, Inca.
Yes, orange and black stripes. I seem to remember Hobbs has. The only stripy animal up there. How are they doing in the lobby? Big Man Aaron, etc. unfortunately did not get that one right. So they stay on their 1,000. Everyone else is still in. And for you, you are up to £2,000, but you've now used your second lifeline. You only have double dip and ask me left. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. Take a look. At which British racecourse is the Grand National Horse Race ran? Newmarket, Uttoxeter, Aintree, Chepstow.
There was one I was hoping wasn't going to come up on well, there was two that I was worried about. I thought it was either Aintree or Ascot before the options came up, and I was really worried I was going to have to burn me double dip here. I am fairly sure it's Aintree, because it began with an A. I was 95% sure it was Aintree or Ascot. Ascot isn't there, so I'm going to lock in C, Aintree, final answer.
Another one that featured on my recent Jeopardy game when I was talking about the chair. Yes, it is the correct answer.
That's why it's in my head. It was on the other night, wasn't it?
Yep. But whatever works, whatever works. So after that one, unfortunately, Apodo just not answering, so walking away with the 2,000. We still have Lewis T, Lupin, Jack, Paulister, Shapes, Zeusless, Luca, ABMe, Natter, Quizzle, now cut that out, Brand New Halo, and Inca on for a 7 for 7 right now. You're on £4,000, Ben. Next one, we'll take it up to 8,000, but if you get it wrong, we will drop back down to that £1,000. Whiskers, hello.
Cat.
What? What? You want to say hi? Maybe you can jump up in a moment. So let's go to the next question. Question number 8. Take a look. Joe Biden is the second Catholic president of the United States.
Oh my God.
Who was the first? John F. Kennedy, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter. No US presidents?
I don't know their religions. I've got an inkling, and I don't know why, but I think it's JFK. And I'm trying to decide if I've got a backup if I use double dip. What do I go for? Or do you know?
I can't say anything at all until you make the confirmation.
Or do I chance it?
Got about 30 seconds to make a mind up or an answer. $20 seconds.
John F. Kennedy. Whose idea was it to put the bloody clock on this game?
10 seconds. Need something, Ben.
I'm going to use my double dip, Ash.
All right. Double dip has been activated. So, what is your first answer, Ben?
A. John F. Kennedy.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won £8,000.
Should have followed the gut. You wasted the
Should
double
have followed
dip.
the gut. But, I mean, the double dip is there for security.
Yeah, and that is one I wanted a security on. I would have used it on the Aintree Ascot if Ascot had shown up, but...
if you'd asked me, I'd have no bloody clue. I don't follow the religions of the US presidents.
That
I
was with
only
the greatest
barely
of-
know... I barely even know their names.
With the greatest of respect, that was also my logic as well. I don't know that Ash will know this one.
We do have a Whiskers here, by the way. Hello, Whiskers.
Hello, Puss.
Hello
Puss.
there. So,
Pash.
let's see your situation here. You are currently... I'll press that button again because it doesn't do the thing. You are on £8,000. Your next question, if you get it right, will take you up to 16. However, if you give me a wrong answer, you will lose 7,000 and drop back down to 1,000. You still have one lifeline left now, which is just me. Ask me, which is rather worrying. But we'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. Lobby, how are we doing over there? Paulister walking away, taking 4,000. AB, me, and Natter getting it wrong, falling back to 1,000, which means we still have in play Lewis T, Lupine, Jack, Shapes, Zeusless, Luca, Quizzle, Toot, Brand New Halo, and Inca on 848. Okay, Ben, here comes question number 9. Takes you up to £16,000 if you give me a right answer. Take a look. What is the English translation from Brazilian Portuguese of the Rio de Janeiro suburb Cidade de Deus? City of God, City of Dreams, Twin City, City of Light.
I was wondering where this was going to go, and the options have been very friendly here. I know it's something of God, and I can only assume that since city is present in all of them, Cidade must be city. I'm 85-90% sure Deus is God, if it's from the same etymology as the Latin, i.e. Deus ex machina, as in God from the machine. So based on that, I am going to play, and I'm going to play A, City of God.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Very well logicked out. It's the right answer. You're up to £16,000. Come on. That would have probably been my little inkling. Is just, I know in a lot of choral works they use a lot of Deus a Christi kind of stuff. So it's like, yeah, sounds a bit godlike,
a bit goddy,
about a bit godlike. So that would have been my in there. Lobby, how are we doing? Everyone that was still in is still in. Goodness me, Lewis T, Lupine, Jack, Shapes, Zeusless, Luca, Quizzle, Toot, Brand New Halo, and Inca all sitting there 9 for 9 as we stand. Ben, we're on £16,000.
Can I have my double dip back? I'm really raw.
No, I'm afraid we can't do that. Well, I mean, technically we can.
You can.
Because you know that, and you've told me that we can. But we have used it legitimately, so I'm not going to do that. We've already rigged the game enough to get you in the hot seat this time round. Question number 10, if you can give me a right answer, is worth a guaranteed £32,000. However, if you do not answer correctly, then you'll drop down £15,000 worth back to 1,000. Of course, you can walk away. There is no obligation to answer a question. You can walk away on 16,000. You do still have one lifeline left, which is to ask me. But we'll cross that bridge if we get there. Right, Ben, here it comes. Question number 10. It's worth a guaranteed £32,000. Which of these classic children's TV shows was not created or co-created by the stop-motion puppeteer Oliver Postgate? The Clangers, Ivor the Engine, The Magic Roundabout, Bagpuss.
I've only heard of 3 of them. I've heard of Oliver Postgate, but for what? I do not know. And moreover, I don't know if you would know this.
Well, it's up to you. You can walk away, take the 16,000. You even ask me and still walk away. There's no obligation at all to take an answer, even if you ask.
I don't think you'd know this one. 30 seconds, okay. Why's the magic roundabout jumping out at me?
20 seconds. 15. 10 seconds. Need an answer.
C, the magic roundabout. Final answer.
Now, if you had asked me on this one, I probably would have gone either the engine. Just because for some reason I seem to think of that being a more 2D style versus these others, which are very certainly 3D. Didn't realise the Timpani only had that many seconds.
Yeah, sorry. It does that one. That's the one that doesn't loop.
You went for the magic roundabout. That is the correct answer. You're up to £32,000.
Go on.
Which is the one that you didn't know?
Either the engine.
You didn't know Eye of the Engine. Yeah.
Not come across
it's
that, but
one that I think I've seen maybe once or twice when I was 6. Because it was
Right.
just on that early in the morning on possibly Channel 4 at the time.
Just part of my brain is just saying that the magic roundabout is some. It was. So I'd heard of Oliver Postcard. I couldn't tell you who, for the life.
I mean,
of me,
I
but-
have no clue on that person with association to those things. So, but you managed to pluck an answer out of thin air and get it right.
Let's call that my one in.
Yeah, absolutely. Take that 1 in 4. You are up to a guaranteed £32,000, and we cannot take that away no matter what. But we don't want to give you that, of course, in the immortal words. We, of course, want to give you far, far more virtual pounds if we can. Next question, you might as well go for it. There is nothing to lose, but everything to gain. You could double up to £64,000 if you give me a right answer. And you still have that Ask Me later on if you want to do that. Lobby, how are we doing? Shapes attempted the question and getting it wrong, plummeting to 1,000. Jack Wilfred, Lewis T, Zeus's walking away, taking £16,000, which means we are left with 6 players still standing. Looping 1, Luca, Quizzle, Toot, Brand New Halo, and Inca. Currently 10 for 10 as we are in the game. Just 6 players standing in the game there. Oh, you can take a little breath now, Ben. You've gone through the difficult part.
The safety net is there.
The safety net is there. And
What's your highest win, by the way?
My highest win on this?
I might have to look
it was a walk away at 128, was it?
64. Okay.
I can't remember what the walk away was, but it was a walk away after a Parasite question. I can remember that much.
According to this, it was a pack from DMMJRB. You saw question 12 and you walked away at 64.
That makes sense, yeah. So the £64,000 question was a question that had Parasite as part of it, to do with the international, foreign language film award in the Oscars.
That's right, yeah.
They're changing that to international feature instead, rather, because they got the main Oscars as well. Anyway,
so saying if you got 128,000, then that's wow. But yeah, no, I didn't. So I got 64,000. There we go. The numbers are hard, but this one is worth 64,000 if you give me a right answer here, Ben. So let's take a look. Following a 2017 investigation, which sporting feat was officially reduced by 12 seconds to the currently recognised world record of 5 minutes and 8 seconds? The 4,000 metres cycling individual pursuit Olympic record, the 400 metres freestyle swimming world record, the fastest hat-trick in Premier League football, or the fastest 147 break in Championship snooker. And this text is bloody irritating me. Only, can you have shorter answers, please? Honestly. Honestly. There you go, you can have that. Oh, change the question text one as well. I didn't want to do that. There you go. Oh, God, what's going on? There. Yeah, there you go. I hate it. I have an inkling.
Okay.
And I want to run it by you. So if I may, Ash, can I ask the host, please?
Yes, you may ask me. Here's what I think. What's your inkling? What's your thought?
I think it's snooker.
Are you thinking Ronnie O'Sullivan?
Yeah.
He certainly has done a 147 in a little shy over 5 minutes.
I was just trying to think what else. I mean, a hat-trick in the Premier League is surely... hat-trick, though. I was thinking
5 minutes is...
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A goal is... goal has certainly been faster than that, but a hat-trick is probably quite a lot longer. 400-metre freestyle swimming. I mean... How long does it take to swim 100 meters?
Oh, you see, the Olympics have just been on, and now I should be able to know this. It was about, what, 45, 50 seconds for 100 meters? So it'll be under 4 minutes, but extend a bit longer because it's a longer distance.
Duration. Extend by that much? I don't...
4,000 meters cycling individual pursuit.
That seems a long way to go in 5 minutes, I'm not going to lie. Even if it is on a bike.
But that's the thing, though. It'll be, what, in the velodrome, that won't it? So
course, yeah.
there'll just be lots of laps of it. But why would it... Like, if you're reducing it by 12 seconds, for cycling individual pursuit, that's like... that would be like a lap, almost. No. Yeah, that would be almost a lap of a velodrome.
I think a velodrome is, what, 1,000 meters?
No, not that much. No, velodrome is quite small, really, in the grand scheme of things. But at sprint speeds, you could probably get round in like.
If it's 400 meters,
seconds.
then it's 10 laps, and yeah, okay.
But I was certainly thinking the 147 was the thing to stick out because Ronnie O'Sullivan's 147 was pretty damn fast.
I'm just thinking,
I'm just wondering,
what investigation would it have been?
Whether or not the particular match was a one supported by the Federation of Sport, whatever snooker, whatever it would be called. You know, whether it was a sanctioned sporting event for the tournament or not. Because I guess if it's just a casual game, it wouldn't count necessarily the same. The thing is, we are waffling a bit, and I kind of need to make a decision here. My inkling would have been, I would say the fastest 147 break in Championship Snooker because it sounds very much like Ronnie O'Sullivan's fastest break. Certainly that kind of time scale. So that would be my final answer, and the bong's already played. And we're going to get another bong right now.
You are. The double bong, the fated double bong. That was my inclination as well. Nice to have the chat through. I'm with you on this one, though. I don't blame you if it's wrong, because as I said, it's also my inclination. As there's nothing to lose, I would like to lock in D, fastest 147 break in Championship Snooker. Final answer.
Well, as you have asked me, the computer is not telling me the answer ahead of time, so this is going to be a surprise to both of us. Computer, what's the correct answer? Yes, mate!
Good man. Good man.
Yes, mate. The original time of 5:20 was based on the BBC's timing, which started the clock too early when Ronnie got to the table, and then World Snooker. That's the name, World Snooker. Retimed it, and there we go. Good. I'm glad we got there.
Can I invite you to give me a little pog?
Pog.
Hey, he said it. He said the thing.
That's going to be clipped out of context. Anyway, Money Ladder. Here it is. £64,000 now in your name. However, you now have no more lifelines. I'm allowed to say it on this particular game. Normally, my brain short circuits. I have to say no more helps. But no, this game, I can say no more lifelines. Next question. If you decide to go for it, could bring you up to £125,000 if you give me the right answer. However, if you give me a wrong answer, you will drop back down to £32,000. Before we move there, let's quickly look at the lobby, see how well they're doing. Toots walking away, not answering. Inca answering, but getting it wrong. We just have 4 players left standing now. Lupine, Luca, Frizzle, and Brand New Halo on 11 for 11 right now. They're just 4 questions away from the million.
Pog champ.
Right, Ben. Here comes question.
TTS has just said Pog champ, and thank you very much to David for the 100 bits.
Greatly appreciated, David. Thank you very much. Here comes question number 12. It's worth 128.
No, it's not. 125.
25. Goodness me! I keep doubling up. So yeah, I don't. Short circuit. £125,000. Capsaicin, the active component of heat in chili peppers, is around how many Scoville heat units in its pure chemical form? 1,600,000, 160,000, 16,160 million.
Only you've got the wrong game. This is a relativity question. Oh my God!
The
In heaven.
correct order of magnitude is essentially the question.
Do you know this? Because obviously I can't ask you anymore. Obviously, don't tell me what the answer is, but you seem like someone who eats more chilies than I do.
I think I do know this, but not with certainty.
Well, I've had a lovely day. Everyone's been so nice to me. £64,000 will do an awful lot for me on the leaderboard. It'll put me ahead of you on the leaderboard as well, because my fastest finger time is faster.
Oh yeah, I would have locked it on 0.01 when we made that game, didn't we? So yeah.
No.
Congratulations.
You've done a.
I know I've done a real one, but I also did the host one, which was 0.01.
I'm not sure if they are lower on the leaderboard, but we've both got 1,000 on that one. So I feel we're parting this life as equals and leaving on the same amount. 1,000 each last time, and then the two most recent games, 64,000 each. I'm going to walk away, Ash. That's my final answer.
All right, Ben, walking away, 64,000 virtual pounds the richer. Now, might as well go for an answer here. Which one would you have gone for?
Probably 1.6 million. A. I have a feeling it might end up being B, but 1,600,000 feels about right in its pure chemical form. But I don't know. I really don't.
Well, you would have gone for 1.6.
What would you have said?
I would have said 16 million.
Uh-huh.
I would have gone one order of magnitude higher. And the correct answer we're looking for was C. 16 million.
Well, you got me through the snooker questions, so I suppose you can claim
a
moral victory there. I knew that one. Oh.
How did they do in the lobby there on that question? Ralph and Quizzle and Brand New Halo walking away. Luca getting it right. Lucario, congratulations. 12 for 12 on a streak here. We will be playing the rest of the pack out in a moment, so you might be able to make it a total of 15 for 15. We'll see in a moment. But Ben, congratulations there. £64,000 of richer. What are you going to do with all that money?
Or brag about my leaderboard position, because I don't have many of them.
That's clearly what you're going to do, isn't it? Yeah.
That's all I'm going to do. And just say that Ash and I are pretty evenly matched. That's how I count these things.
Yeah.
But thank you, everybody who donated to the community challenge. There will be another one following shortly in due course, once I've figured out what it's going to be, probably of a similar vein. And the target may be a little higher. It's been fun to be on the other side of the table, as it were. And thank you for donating to get it to here. And I'll see you next time I'm back, which will be when the question pack finishes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for playing. And Ben, it leaves us £64,000.
Pog out.
But, of course, we have to play the rest of the pack out just to see how well everybody else does. So, here we go with that wonderful thing doing its wonderful thing.
So
anyway.
No, hang on. That's the random zoom out that only happens sometimes.
Okay, cool. That's a random zoom out. Brilliant. Well, we've got that. So, it doesn't matter. We're just going to play on with it. We're going on to the next question. Question number 13, which would be worth £250,000. Get ready. Here come the question and answers. Which one of the following singles featured on ABBA's final studio album, 1981's The Visitors? Is it Does Your Mother Know? Take a Chance on Me? One of Us? Or The Winner Takes It All? Answer now.
So, commentary from the box over here. Initially, I thought it was one thing, and then another thing came up, and I thought it was that thing. If I had a double dip here, I would go A and then D. Probably
Audience
D.
went with D, but the correct answer was C. One of Us. Clearly not One of Us. How do they do in the lobby? Lucario still on a streak, 13 for 13 there. Oh, goodness me, can Lucario complete the million from the lobby with the limited time? Here we go, question number 14. During the First World War, which modern-day nation's flag consisted of 5 horizontal stripes coloured from top to bottom, red, yellow, blue, white and black? Is it the Philippines, Malaysia, China, or Thailand? Answer now.
I believe the answer is Tchaikovsky.
It is never Tchaikovsky. A few more seconds. Audience went with the
Surely it's the
Philippines.
Philippines.
The answer we're looking for, though, is C, China. China was the correct response for the £500,000 question. Let's have a look at the lobby. Lucario walked away, did not answer in time, so we'll walk away on £250,000. That is our winning score there. Just one more question left. Who can get it right? Let's find out. Final question, question 15. The theoretical £1 million question is... In 217 BC, the Roman historian Livy arranged De Consentes, the 12 major Roman gods and goddesses, into 6 male-female pairings. Who was paired with Mercury, the god of commerce? Was it Vesta, the goddess of the hearth, Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, Diana, the goddess of hunting, or Ceres, the goddess of agriculture? Answer now. God damn it, Oni!
Clap, clap. Solid reading.
Merry Christmas to you two. Audience went with, there's a lovely staircase, went with D, and Ceres, the goddess of agriculture, was the correct answer. So the majority going the right way there. Have a look at the lobby, see how well you did. Lucario did not give you a right answer. The only ones that did were Ralph, Jack Wilfred, Paulister, Apodo, Shapes, Jay White, ABMe, Tabstop, Free Ruckers, and Inca. So does anyone have a 14? Yes, Ralph technically has the most correct answers answered, but Luca gets the win for furthest played without bailing out or walking away.
What were those two? I'll give some honorary pennies.
So for Ben's benefit, we've got the Lupine one with 14 out of 15 questions correctly. That is the only leader by question count, and Luca the winner by prize money without walking away earlier, so 13 out of 15 there. I mean, if you answered anything from 10 out of 15 and above, that is very, very strong quizzing. So yeah, that is it. Pretty much, that's the end of that pack. Oni, thank you very much.
100 pennies each for Lupine and Lucario there.
Oh, there we go. Lucario and Lupine getting 100 pennies. Free. So yeah, thank you very much, Oni. I mean, I like good old reading comprehension every now and then, but when I try and fix some of the Text Mesh Pro stuff to make it so the text is even, because we had a discussion about that recently, then it just broke it because Text Mesh Pro doesn't like doing it for some reason. Very irritating. But
we're going on different resolutions. I'm working to a slightly different native resolution. So
yeah, I'm currently playing at 1440p, but on a 1080p monitor. Yeah, that's quite complicated as well. But that is pretty much it from me. Ben, thank you very much for allowing me to host your game of Who Wants to Be Millionaire here over on your stream.
Well, thank you for jumping in and allowing it to happen. It is always good to occasionally go on the other side of the fence, as we learned recently in our staff game and reinforced again here in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which has been tremendous fun. And thank you everyone for joining, to all the writers and all the proofers. It's been a great night. Ash, a very special thank you to you for jumping in to host. Is there anything you would just like to plug? Because I know you've got one stream and then obviously a guest stream on Friday this week.
So yes, the obvious elephant in the room is tomorrow evening, which is the start of Duel for All. Yes, the season 4 of the Duel tournament, where anyone and everyone can play and be part of the tournament. There is no sort of entrance criteria. Well, there is entrance criteria, but there's no entrance system, as it were. So long as you follow the rules of the tournament and you can talk to me on Discord, then you can be a tournament player like anybody else. Everyone is here, as Scorecount says. And speaking of Scorecount, on Friday, I will be giving the keys out to my stream once again. There is going to be another guest hosted stream, this time from Scorecount, with a third rendition on stream of Avanti and Outro, the wonderful Italian quiz show, with loads of fun, and of course the wonderful 21 questions wrong finale. I'm saying things wrong. I'm saying things wrong. That's just how wrong it is. Yeah, 21 questions wrong finale end game for each game that they play. Don't know how many games they're going to play, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. Definitely worth tuning in on Friday. 21 questions, 1. That's something like that, yes, indeed. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm just hoping that Duel works tomorrow. There's a lot riding on it, and yeah, a lot of tech that could go wrong.
I'm sure it will be absolutely marvellous. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it in full flow. G. Eisen said, when will I be hosting a game on your channel? I want to point out that I have hosted outright before and gave you a chance to play on the that old switcheroo.
Yeah, I failed that first round. That was good, wasn't it?
It was on the same night I played the Escape Artist and failed in the first round of that as well.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Further proof, if it were needed, that we are the same person, except you're
two sides of the same coin is. I'll say that way.
I like that. Oh, a big noise. And Zeus wants to say something.
Nope. We have emoji.
Thanks for the fun stream, Ben and Ash. Person in
Heart
suit
emoji.
levitating post office traffic lights heart emoji.
Post office traffic lights. Zeus, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. And Pollock Halls, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Welcome on in. You've just caught us at the end here if you're just joining us, but I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Thank you very much for the support. Very greatly appreciated. Now, as for what I've got going on, well, tomorrow we've got our Wednesday walk along in the server where we play walking. Well, I play walking simulators, but we all have a bit of a chat and all come and watch about it. So that's tomorrow, 1 PM in the Discord. Our Wednesday walk along, we are going to be playing Gone Home. It's another one and done game, which we'll do in a single sitting, probably inside a couple of hours. So if you've got some time tomorrow, do pop over and play Gone Home with us. And another message from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred now.
Ooh.
A spectre is haunting Europe, the spectre of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exorcise this spectre. Pope and Tsar Metternich and Gazoo French radicals and German police spies.
This is a wonderful piece of trivia. Thank you very much for sharing with us, Jack Wilfred, and thank you even more for the 100 bits. That's very kind of you. We're very grateful. So Wednesday walk along tomorrow at 1 PM. I'm going to be back with Happy Hour on Thursday, where it's the re-emergence of Face Off. Face Off is coming back for a happy hour stream. That's going to be at 3 PM on Thursday, the 19th of August. So do pop along for that. It'll be exhibition games. I'll pick them at random, but we're going to try and focus on people who maybe haven't played before, didn't play in the Season 1 tournament, which was in Season 3, because numbers are hard, as we've established.
They really are hard, like we do Season 4 of Duel in Season 7, a quiz night, so
it's fine. And Saturday, I am going to be back on my regular Saturday stream this week, and we're going to be having a triple bill. After we've had a message from our sponsor, Digital David, gifting out two tier 1 subs there, and welcome to Mrs. Game Show, and now cut that out. Thank you very much, David, for your generosity there in gifting out those subs. Why is it doing the do-wop twice? It shouldn't do the do-wop twice on a gift sub, or maybe it does. I need to go and look at that, apparently. This Saturday, we have got The Pyramid, The Escape Artist, and That Is the Question. This is my latest game. Oh, now it's doing the noise. Right. I don't know why it did both. I need to look into that. It's the first time. Is that the first time we've had 2 gifted subs? I don't know. Apparently we're getting double notifications. Yeah, gift subs should be red herrings, like that one we just had. Anyway, I'll shut up. Yeah, The Pyramid, The Escape Artist, and That Is the Question this Saturday. The Pyramid, I think, is by Riff. The Escape Artist, I want to say, is by Big Man Aaron. They've both been proofed now, but I might be wrong. Please don't hold me to that, and apologies if I've got that one wrong. And That Is the Question is probably going to be by me. And a message from our sponsor, Milk Like Substance.
You don't like these sounds? Well, here's another one. Kappa HD.
No, I do like the sounds. I enjoy the sounds very much. I just thought there was a duplication of sounds therein. So yes, that's what we've got to look forward to this week. I'm here tomorrow with the walk along in the server, and if you're not in the server, why not? Come and join us. Discord.gg/Persephone's Chair tomorrow at 1 PM. Here for Happy Hour with Face Off on Thursday, Triple Bill on Saturday. Ash is at his channel. We'll do another shout out for tomorrow evening at 8. Score is guest hosting on Friday night with Duel for All and Avanti and Ultro respectively. And I think that is going to be about it. On behalf of everyone, Oh, I say everyone, it's me. I'm thanking you on behalf of myself. But thank you very much for watching, for playing. Thank you to all our question writers, to our briefers. I hope you've had a good time tonight. There will be another challenge coming very soon. I'm going to leave it to Ash to fully wrap up the night. Until next time, you have been watching Game Night with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I have been Royal Flush. You've been absolutely splendid. Take care. Peace out. And from me, it's good night. Ash, all yours.
Thank you once again for having me as host here for this wonderful community challenge for Ben Plays Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'll be doing my thing tomorrow, 8 PM. Do tune in slightly earlier as well. There's always a warm-up going on, and hopefully things will happen. It's not really much for me else to say. I'll be floating around and all that jazz. Until then, be splendid to one another, as Ben would always say. And for now, good night. And we are raiding Eric with WWT BAM.
We are. We're raiding Eric with WWT BAM. Okay, thanks, bye.